How's it going, Dan?
Not bad. How are you, Buzz?
Oh, not bad. Saw Elise.
Howdy, partners and partnerettes, and gender fluid friends of any persuasion. Welcome to Gamer's Ledge. I'm one of your hosts, Mark. Before I introduce the rest of our stream panel, let me do a little bit of housekeeping. First, want to thank the new follows on Twitter. We're almost at 1,400, which is kind of insane. At Gamer's Ledge, if you want to follow us there for up-to-date scheduling. Also want to thank the new followers on Twitch. We've got a bunch coming in almost every single day, which is also nuts. We just started a new community goal. If we hit 30,000 points, we will do a Halloween charity stream. We've never done a charity stream before, and that's something we've been talking about. We may or may not have some guests. I got to iron out the details, but first I want to see if the actual interest is there. So that is what we will do. Also, I do need to give giant shout outs to the bosses of our boss producer, Shank the New, Mr. J Nice, and Neo Sapien. Why do we give those folks shout outs every time? It's because they are subbed to us directly through mechanics.gg, where you can directly support the stream. It's a service that pays creators like us 100% of the donations or subs you send our way. It's completely free to sign up, and every person who follows us on Mechanics via the link in the chat automatically gets 5,000 Stardust to affect our gameplay, with new ways being added daily. Please do remember that subs, bits, and Stardust never required, but obviously we're very appreciative of what you do. It helps keep us doing what we're doing. Third, we have partnered with and we're sponsored by Z League, which is a service in which you can play in Warzone, Apex, or Halo tournaments with cash prizes and fun community challenges. If you play in just 5 tournaments in a month for the games you're already playing, you can be entered to win a PS5 and more at Z League, which the link is in the chat. Fourth, we have new merch in the merch store. There's a brand new shirt. There is a couple new mugs. And then we also now have embroidered hats, baseball caps, and beanies. So those just got added, and the beanies are moving pretty quick, which is pretty awesome. So check those out. And then last but not least, we've also joined Streamers for Kids. It's a streamer group promoting Extra Life, which, if you're not aware, is a charity to buy sick kids in hospitals gaming equipment to make the things they're in for not quite as unbearable. If you'd like to donate and brighten some child's day, simply head to the link in our Twitch chat, and you will automatically be taken to the donation extension, which we get credit for. 6, please don't forget to check in for 1 point in the channel point redemptions below the Twitch chat box so I can shout you out on Twitter afterwards. Twitch chat only goes back a little ways, but point redemptions show up for a long time. Plus, I have the memory of a sieve, so please do check in. And if you are hosting us, please let me know with the new 1 point. I'm hosting you. Redemption, since Twitch alerts for hosting seem to be broken. Hosting helps promote us to Mr. Algorithm, so if you're not already hosting someone else, please do consider giving us a host. Schedule for the rest of this week. This is Deadlands, Marshals of the Great West on Thursday. Tomorrow will be Gamers Ledge podcast at 7:15 p.m. Pacific, 9:15 Central, 10:15 Eastern. Join us. We have lots to talk about, including Thor, Love, and Thunder, among other things. And then Saturday at noon Pacific, 2 Central, 3 Eastern, we'll be doing our live AEW Rampage reactions on Kokeshi Ken Media's channel. And then on Sunday, right back here at 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 Central, 5 Eastern for Streamer Sunday Tech Support. If you've got a question about streaming or how to do something, or you're thinking about the streaming, come on and join us. There is no such thing as dumb question. I appreciate everybody who drops by. We keep going for 5 hours because that's how long it takes to answer everybody's questions. So pretty awesome. And then 8th, although we're playing a TTRPG tonight, not able to verbally interact with each of you, I will be in chat as much as I normally would, so know that we do see you. You can still participate in our games. How, you ask? It's quite easy. Look under the channel point redemptions for the Deadlands channel point redemptions, and you can make things easier for the players and more interesting. And that, I believe, is it. And you guys will have to unmute yourself now, I believe, which I cannot do for you, but welcome in. I will turn it over to John, our DM. Hi, John.
Well, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi.
So the first thing I need to do before we get started, I realize it's something I have to do every month. It's my pleasure to do. I look forward to this. And that's this. There we go.
What happened? Did I miss it?
Hopefully something happened. There we go.
Drag it in with the 17-month re-up.
Oh, you blew up the Enterprise, John. I hope you're happy.
I'm happy. It's, man, that's a Game Masters party wipe. Game Masters.
Yes, party wipe already. We just started.
All right. So that's the first thing. Had to get that done. Yeah, we left off last in Lawrence, Kansas. Everybody aboard the train heading west. And, of course, everybody is Mark. He's already said hello, and we want to say hello to Daniel.
How's it going, folks?
And we want to say hello to Doug.
Hey, how's it going?
And so there we go, and we're off. So before I get started, does anybody have anything?
I have a keyboard and a mouse.
I think Chuck and I need some beanies.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, we all do.
Doc still has 3.
Yeah.
And somehow the DM has 6. Go figure. I think John's headsets just died.
I think these are the same headsets that died a little bit ago. It's my fault, really. I didn't 3D print him a piece when I was on the plane.
You didn't 3D print him a piece to fix his headsets?
Yeah, while I was on the plane.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Yeah, I know.
And sorry, Doug, I like on Discord, when we're doing the opening, you guys can talk because I can deafen you and not hear you, but on Zoom, there's no way to do that. So you guys were going out over, so I had to mute. Sorry about that.
No worries.
So, sorry about that. These headphones, they're broke right here. And so I have new headphones and they just died. And right now is not the time to figure out why. So I've gone back to the broken headphones and I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back, Cotter.
So where were we?
Lawrence, Kansas.
Lawrence, Kansas. Lawrence, Kansas. Lawrence, Kansas. We just left Lawrence, Kansas. We're heading west. Is there anything you gentlemen would like to go? Towards
Wichita.
Topeka, to be honest.
Topeka first, then Wichita.
You'll see a lot of linemen there.
So what I need to know is, in this alternate past history, do our actions stop Topeka from actually changing their name to Topekachu for a day in the future?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
That's good. Then my work here is done. That's all I needed to.
Bold of you to assume there is a future.
True.
It's true. If you guys fail, maybe there won't be.
Even if we succeed, maybe there won't be.
There's that too. Maybe that's success. Maybe that's what you need to do is stop the future.
No, I think we. What happened to the girl after we rescued her?
Oh, the little girl.
Yes.
You guys basically we did have to speed that part up. It was like 2 a.m. You guys left her with the local sheriff, who gave her to a family who could take care of her.
Okay.
So,
I will be pacing around the collapsed body of October, looking concerned, but keeping an eye on him.
when did he collapse?
Yeah, he was tired and collapsed into a chair.
Oh, okay, not collapse. He just kind of resting.
Yeah, except he's on the train, which
Yeah.
I have never seen him do ever. And has me quite disturbed.
So, speaking of the train, here is your train and everybody on board. I'm open. It's also the order of the cars. I have described this a little different in the past. However, I have since done research on the order of cars on trains historically, and this is a little more historically accurate. I realize it's not a historically accurate game, but there's reasons they do things, so there you go.
So disappointed.
I know. But there you go. There's your train, and there's everybody on the train. Anybody have questions?
You know, if we took the stock car, we'd get there a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. Hook it up to the engine, just go.
Nice.
Or get some Presto logs.
Maybe we should research it with the research car.
By the way, the order of the people on the list does relate in general to their location on the train.
I do not see the Marshal.
Abraham T. Hillier.
Ah, okay, great.
So there's 2 sleeper cars.
Yep.
The first sleeper car has Jake, Percy, Estelle, and Charlie. And the second sleeper car has Abraham, Charles, Colin, and October on occasion where he may join. Hence the.
When I see him collapse on the train,
You are currently in the club car.
Yeah, I'm going to sling him over my shoulder and carry him to the sleeper car.
Okay.
And
It's strange. He seems both lighter and heavier than you expected.
And I'm gonna try and put him down where he's touching fluffy things, and that's about it.
I see this and I say, how much did you let him drink?
I don't think he drank anything, but I think he spent.
All right.
Honestly, I think that was the first drink I've ever seen him take. I chuckle as I walk out the door with it.
Sounds a lightweight.
He's a mite heavier than you'd expect. And I take him back to the sleeper and I put him in.
Okay.
I assume they're like bunk beds or something.
You all have there's 4 sleepers in a car. You all basically have a mini room.
Okay. So I put him on all the pillows and the blankets, and he'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, there's 4 in the front sleeper. There's 4 rooms. In the rear sleeper, there's 4 rooms. There's 13 people on the train. Henry and Willis, when need be, take turns sleeping in the caboose. August sleeps in the diner. Umberto sleeps. He's got a place to sleep in the research car. Graciela sleeps with the livestock car. She's got a place there. She also can sleep if she wants. Her dad has a place for her also in the research. And is that everybody? I think that's everybody.
Yeah. So I'll put him in his room, and then I'll
Now, you do know that this was going to be a very short trip.
right.
Well,
Couple 3 hours.
it was going to be a short trip of 15 minutes to another part of Lawrence, Kansas. To a particular part of the train station. You had to go by the ash pit and top off on water before you actually leave. So about 15 minutes later, you guys you feel the train come to a stop. And if you were to look out, the train goes over basically a bridge, I guess I would say, that's hollow.
Trestle.
Yeah, trestle. Yeah, and there's a wagon underneath, and they dump the ashes from the train, and get rid of that, and that's carted off, and then they go on across, and there's a large water tower, and they fill up on water, which of course is where the steam comes from. So and they say that's gonna take a few minutes to fill up. Are you asleep there, October?
Once the train stops, October will he will get off the train and check on the horse, and he'll end up riding to the next location.
That might change the bet.
Really?
Well, yeah, you've only been on the train for 15 minutes.
Yeah, but it was get on the train. I guess that's up to them and how they want to argue that point. It's their bet.
All I said was get him on the train. That's all.
Well, I
And
did.
he did.
We did say he had to stay on the train too. But
I don't recall that part.
yeah, because Chuck would have definitely said he's got to stay on the train, but he didn't say how long. So that's where there is a point of contention.
Eh.
I mean, the person who lost says it was good enough to lose. You guys can argue semantics if you want, but he said it was good.
I think the results stand.
Did you see Messenger, Daniel?
I have 18 windows open. Hold on.
Is that all?
I need to teach you. I have like 36 open right now.
Really?
When
I have 7.
when and if searched, you'll find October in the cattle car. That's where he is right now.
No, as far as I know, you're still in the sleeper car. Because I
You
went
guys
back.
hear me? Am I
Yes.
muted?
Yes.
No, we hear you.
He glitched out for a second.
Yeah, because my internet is still balls.
Yeah. No. Last I saw you were in the sleeper car. I went back to the club car. So
Yeah, and he's currently in the cattle car, and that's where he'll be.
I'm just gonna hang out in the club car till probably prop my feet up on the seat across from me, tilt my hat down, catch a couple winks while I can.
Okay. All right.
Well, assuming my boots aren't dirty. If they are dirty, then I won't do that. I'll just stretch out.
They're fine. Abraham is in there. He's gnawing on a stogie and leaning out one of the windows. You can see he's anxious to get someplace. Probably isn't really concerned on the where to, but just, it seems more of his character that just sitting here just kind of gnaws at him, even if it is just a short stop for water. And, oh, there we go. Right. Yep. I got you. That makes sense. Okay. Let's do something here real quick. While you're waiting for the water and the coal, huh. Okay. Why don't you make a oh, he left. That'd be why he doesn't do it.
That's okay. This is the point in the game in which I remember I have a character sheet, so I need to actually pop that out. So that's useful.
Yeah.
So thank you for reminding me.
We were going to start with Daniel doing something here.
I'm here. I'm just moving
Oh.
around.
I got you, brother. Can you make
I'm
a?
gonna be up and around, but I'm not going much more than like 6 feet away from the computer.
Oh, okay, I understand. I'm
You
sorry.
just disappear into the field of gold behind you.
Into the
Can you-
sand.
Can you make a faith roll
I
to
sure
to start this process?
as heck can try.
There is no try.
Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah, there kind of is.
Oh, you haven't seen me roll yet, Mark. There is no try.
Do you have a wound?
I do. Am I shaken?
What your roll said wounds -1.
Doesn't say I have a wound.
Yeah, it does say wounds minus
No,
one.
sorry, on my sheet it doesn't say I have a wound. And it did the other day.
Yeah, it does.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off.
Thank you.
Boom. There we go. So yep, there we go. That should fix that. Is
Oh.
shake-
My sheet was really thin, and it
It's not even
closed up those numbers.
Oh,
So thank
that's a
you.
heck of.
It was showing them as blank.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Noted. Now, noted for the future.
We're gonna call that an initial success. And so you get you find an area. Graciela kind of sees you doing your thing, and she's not sure what you're up to, and decide maybe it's a good time to go check in on her dad. So she leaves the car. And Doc, what are you up to?
I'm just having a sip of whiskey in the club car.
Okay.
We're all just being loungeabouts.
Yeah.
Nice. So,
Well, it's a moving train
Estelle.
we've been on for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Estelle and Slim are there also. Estelle Carlson and Charlie Slim Levy, both deputy marshals. You're not sure where the other two deputy marshals are, Jake and Percy. Okay. August is there taking care of you guys, and if you need anything, he's there for you. And Slim and Estelle are actually having a conversation about the last horse race they had seen in when they were back before they left St. Louis. And they call it's the Derby. And the St. Louis Derby at Fairmont Park. So yeah. When you have a chance, Daniel, if you could give me another faith roll.
Sure. That'll do it.
Wow. So that's 2 raises.
I have all the faith.
All right. All right, Doc. Are you guys listening in on the discussion about the horse race at the Derby?
Sure. Okay. These derbies, what are they all about?
Well, Slim tells you that it's where they race horses. But it's not just, I'm sure you've raced a horse, but
Not unless I was being shot at.
I see. Well, it started in 1875 at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. And then so St. Louis wanted to play, so they started their own derby quite a few years later. And and then there was a horse called Melton who he last won that derby there in St. Louis. Melton.
He's just workhorses or anything special about him?
Well, no, he was is a British thoroughbred.
All right.
Big brown horse. And stallion.
And there are a lot of money in this?
Well, they say there is. But
or they just lose a lot of money.
Well, I'm not going to say I lost some money, but I think I pretty much broke even is how I'd say it.
All right.
Estelle chuckles when he says that. Rolls her eyes.
You just put money down on the horse you want to win and pray for the best?
That's pretty much it. And I think the house always gets some kind of cut, but ain't that how it always works?
Gambling's gambling, my friend.
So, can you give me one last faith check there, October? All right. So, as you do this, you put together that first one,
Right.
and you set up. It seems routine at first, with your 5 roll there, because I'm taking away the -1 for the wound. But it seemed pretty much just normal setting up a ritual. But pretty soon, you're remembering a previous ritual that I described to you. And you're drawn into that. And as you lay out the beads and lay out the bones that you collected, the bits you collected, and you start assembling, you can feel this energy coming from that other place into this, and there's this intense massive surge of energy as you finally put it all together and you say the final words. And you're feeling a little bit of a drain, and as you start to assemble the second one, you feel the same, however it's not quite as strong. Do you feel it? But you have both put together.
Okay. I have a question. 1 second.
Okay. And what are you up to there, Charles?
I didn't have a cool leather cowboy hat to put over my face while I was resting, so I tried using my cool Elvis wig that I had. But that was very hot. So I stopped.
You were doing that on screen?
Yeah, I was doing it on screen.
Oh,
you guys were embroiled in the conversation about the races. So
I'm so sorry. Your
right.
picture is so tiny for me.
It's all good.
I don't suppose we could talk you to put it back on, or do I have to rewatch the stream later?
I can try.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I got the gist of it.
That's what I was doing.
I got the gist of
Except
it.
it's very, very hot. It was way hot.
Well, it is Elvis's wig.
I know.
Have you ever seen how he sweats?
Why are you wearing it on your face?
Because it's supposed to be the hat propped down over my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like you do with a hat, but I don't have a cool hat, so I was improvising with my Elvis wig.
Nice.
Because it's the only thing in reach. No. Chuck is gone to the other world. Surprisingly, soundly. He might even be snoring
I see.
under his hat.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, after a while, the train gets moving again. In it, Chuck?
Yeah, I was at OOC opening. That was the end of the magic words that October uttered.
Okay. There's a
No,
reference
because
there
he
I
would
don't get.
grow and break the car.
Yeah, but it'd be awesome. Giant October. Kaiju October.
I see. Okay. Wish. Okay. All right, you guys get started, and you can feel the gentle sway of the. Oh, I see. Okay, right. Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
There's a gentle sway of the train. Clackety clack clack, clackety clack 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 clack, trackety clack clack clack. And since you guys kind of left late, it starts getting dark. And so as you guys are kind of rattling along, and you're not quite out of it there, Charles. Your eyes are closed and you're drifting, but you never quite fall asleep. And clackety clack clack, clackety clack clack, clackety clack clack. Anything anybody's doing? Any last this is what I'm doing kind of stuff before we
Finish my whiskey and head to bed.
start heading to bed? Okay, so
Did I need 3 or 2, John?
we're done.
Okay. No, I sent you a message, but that's why I was in Messenger. That's why I was waiting.
Oh no.
Cool that we're done. Awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Not for you.
Not for you.
All right. So you're in the club car, and you notice that it just happens to take you unopposed with nobody in your way. It takes you one round to go from the club car to the diner car. That's a strange thing for your character to notice, but there you are.
It's no stranger than touching the back of every seat on the way to where you're sitting in the plane, so you know exactly how many rows you have to go if the plane crashes and can't see because of the smoke.
So there's that. And that might be important later. We don't know.
Are you laughing at my extremely narrow band example, Daniel?
No,
that was very specific. That was too specific not to be true.
I flew a lot. All right.
Yeah. Most of the time I don't have to worry about it because I prefer to sit in exit rows. But so the answer is 0.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah. Same here. So okay. And
and I should probably warn you out of character that if I happen to disappear, we are in the middle of a freak flash storm here, and it is like majorly lightning and thundering outside and dumping rain and then stopping and then dumping rain and stopping. So if I disappear, probably the power went out.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI.
You don't have a backup generator?
I do not.
Man, are you in the Stone Ages?
Yeah.
Of course, I don't have a backup generator,
Yeah.
so I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm
all right.
More worried that the internet's going to go out.
Yeah, they don't have backup generators for that.
No.
Yeah. Surprisingly.
I know, right? So So okay, everybody has 4 bennies. Big storms, you're right, Sir Iron. All right. Papa, everybody's starting with 4 bennies. Don't forget, players, that you can give or those watching us, you can give bennies to players. Or
And
to
action
me.
cards.
And action
And
cards.
action cards, both,
Which,
all of which
You know
can
what?
come in very handy.
I have been very good about giving everybody else action cards. I'm giving myself an action card. Because I don't have one. And I feel left out.
Okay. By the way, it's a it's actually the adventure card. The action card is the
Yeah, that's what I meant. Adventure card.
initiative. Sorry. Yeah, no worries. There you go. All right. Okay. Well, as you're starting to go through the as you're starting to go through that dining car and October, you feel yourself kind of drifting in and out.
Okay.
And kind of in a kind of similar way, you feel yourself kind of drifting in and out there, Charles. Never quite asleep. When all of a sudden, bam! It feels like the train lurches, like it ran into something.
Oh.
What the hell?
And give me since you're matter of fact, why doesn't everybody? Why don't everybody just go ahead and give me a what are we gonna do here? Yeah, give me a everybody give me an athletics roll.
October.
Oh no, I
Definite
died.
success. Yeah. He's
I flew
fine.
through
It's
through
when
the,
it's
through
when
the front windshield.
he's fine. It's when the horse hits him. That's the problem.
A
Well,
horse fell
he
on
was
you.
he was moving forward to the carts where you guys are, so he probably just hurt himself bad.
I'll use Benny on that only because I don't want to take any damage.
All right, Doc. You managed to grab a table that's kind of nailed down, and you keep yourself standing. But now the train doesn't come to a stop. Am I looking at the right thing? I am not looking at the right thing. There we go.
Just FYI, I got catapulted forward, grabbed the seat, and then managed to fall over the seat with a front flip and start rolling down the aisle.
All right. Wow. Estelle just grabbed the seat with both arms and just kind of stayed sitting where she was. Holy crap. Slim didn't even flinch. Of course, he was in the chair facing with his back, and Abraham's fine too. All right. What happened to you there, October?
He's not used to riding the train, period. And as he was trying to move from the caboose to the club car, he was in between the two cars and fell down underneath the train. I have a second character made up. No, he just fell really badly into the club car. Almost like flying because he was mid-step into the club car as the train beneath him halted suddenly.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys hear a wham, slam, just a few seconds after the thump, and you slam into the closed door of the club car between that and the caboose. And now that caboose, I don't know why in my head I still had you in the stock car, but the caboose, what you see in the caboose is it's just a big open car. There's a cast iron stove in there. It's bolted to the ground. It's different than a normal cast iron stove in that the flat top of that stove has a lip around it, so that you could put a pot and the pot doesn't slide off. And the door where you put the coals in is actually double bolted so that it doesn't fly open on the train. And other than that, there's 2 beds in there, and 1 table and 2 chairs. And then there's a couple trunks in there. And that's, of course, where Henry and Willis stay normally.
Mhm.
So, all right. So we're going to go, and I'm going to deal some action cards. 1 card.
Some action
All the-
cards or some initiative cards?
Well, that is an action card.
Oh, okay.
The cards Mark was talking about before are called adventure cards.
Adventure cards.
Yep. So, everybody got a low roll. How about that? Charles, you go ahead and make a vigor roll for me.
Okay. 1 vigor roll coming up.
You're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I landed like an accomplished person who's landed on his back multiple times.
Yeah. You know, when you hit the ground, you know how you hit the ground and sometimes you see stars?
Mhm.
You smelled salt air, and you could hear seagulls, and you felt the deck, the train move underneath you, and you're in the club car. I don't know what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
I will slowly pick myself up.
So it was starting to get dark, and as you pick yourself up, you see tendrils of black going past the windows, and soon it's like you're now in this deep fog.
That can't be good, I say as I look out the window.
You see nothing. Black.
We all see these tendrils.
Yes. Yeah, you look out the windows, you actually even though technically you see it before he does, since you're ahead of him. You also go ahead and give me a spirit roll there, Charles.
1 spirit roll coming up.
You're fine, but you've got goosebumps and hair raises on the back of your neck, and something just ain't right here.
Well, I will look around and then see October splayed out on the ground as well.
Well, he's on the other side of the door, kind of flattened up against it.
Oh,
Not quite into
he
the
didn't
club
make it
car
into
yet.
the car. Oh, okay.
No, not yet.
I had thought the door was open. The door was not open.
So you Wile E. Coyote splatted against it. I
Yep.
approve of this message. All right. It's actually probably better that none of us ever actually saw that happen, just from a cajoling standpoint.
Well, you heard a thump, whether you saw it or not.
And I didn't hear nothing because I was
You were
tumbling
thumping
over
yourself.
the seats. Yeah, over myself. So
Yeah, fair enough.
I will turn and look and say, "Everybody, all right?"
I'm good.
and I'll start making my way. Where's Abraham? He was kind of.
Yeah, he's holding on to a table near one of the windows, and it is an open window, and you can see the fog kind of drift into the window and disappear a little bit as it comes in.
Might rush over there and close the window. Say,
Okay.
Beg your pardon, Marshal, and
Okay.
close the window.
Yeah, you don't see him arguing. All right, Doc, what are you up to?
Trying to steady myself and make my way back to the rest of the group. And do we know what just happened?
All right. Yeah, it'll take your round to get back there, and then you can talk.
Okay.
So you're there.
What just happened?
It felt like we hit something. I went flying. And now there's some kind of darkness outside the train. I am
Check
somewhat.
up on the engine, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Those guys are exposed to the open air.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that way we can tell everybody on the way to kind of lock down.
Make sure that windows and everything are closed.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So you guys are going to start heading back towards the engine?
Yeah.
Okay. October.
I will open the door and look for
As-
them.
As you're opening the door, you see the tendrils of this. It almost, it's obviously fog, but these tendrils look like they're almost alive as they engulf the train. And you feel the temperature drop. And I forgot, Doc. I need you to make a spirit roll, and you too,
Great.
October.
Spirit roll.
Should I spend a Benny on that?
It's up to you. That was a failure for whatever I have up going on.
All right. I'll spend a Benny then. That's better.
Well, there you go. Did you just spend the Benny?
I thought I did. Yeah.
I see you having 4.
There we go. I thought I did.
You just drag it out on the map?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Really?
Yeah, it's not taking it out.
Well, sometimes I have to. Huh. Interesting. I can't interact with your stack.
That's what she said.
Well, I can only interact with October's, actually.
Also, what she said.
All right, Doc. Well, I'm going to keep track of yours over here on paper.
Okay.
And currently you have 3.
All right.
Okay. Success from everybody. I'm sorry. Go ahead, October. You open the door and
And move into the room.
okay. And you're able to talk to whoever you want in there.
Well, if I see my compatriots moving the opposite direction, I'm gonna follow them and try to catch up.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and deal some more cards. Wow.
Spades.
All right. So, Doc.
So I'm gonna keep making my way towards the front of the train.
Okay, you're
Towards
back
the-
in the diner car.
Okay. And is Slim there? Or
Not yet. They're going to move on my turn.
okay. So as we move, just make sure that all the windows are buttoned up.
There are a couple down. You can oh, wait a minute. Really? Oh, they were in 6. Okay. Oh, you're in. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Okay. All right. Great. Yeah, there's a couple windows to close, and that'll take your turn to get those closed. And you can see that the fog was starting to pool inside the car. October.
Have I caught up to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can be with Doc if you want.
Here.
So you have chosen
You should wear
death.
this. And he hands you a finely crafted beaded necklace that has like a square of beads and leather at the end of the strap. You can wear it underneath your clothing, but it will help protect both your mind and your spirit from some of the evils that plague the countryside.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, it's a necklace.
No, this thing outside. What we hit.
No, I have not seen anything like this.
Okay.
Are you offering that to both of them?
You said I caught up to Doc.
Yeah, I see what you're doing, and this is kind of all of you moving. I know
Okay.
I'm doing it by turns, but really you
So
guys
then,
kind of.
he would have said that to both Doc and Chuck. So here.
And I'll put it on.
Okay.
I take it and put it on as well.
Okay. All right.
Now make a spirit roll because you belong to me. It was my secret goal all along.
Dang dirty engine.
Oh my
Enoch
goodness.
Chuck. Okay.
All right. Okay. About now.
Isn't very poggers.
Well, nope, not yet. Not yet. Although they're going to make that a 4. Okay. All right. I got numbers going on where everybody is on the
isn't
train.
very poggers.
Okay. What was that one, Mark?
Sorry. It was when Daniel did his evil laugh. It was Gilbert Godfrey saying that isn't very poggers.
Huh. Okay. All right. You guys hear a scream and gunshots from ahead of you on the a woman scream and gunshots ahead of you on the train. Charles.
I will making my way up to the diner car
Okay. All of you are currently,
In the club car.
yeah, well, currently August stayed in the club car. Slim, Estelle, and Abraham came forward with you, and so it's Estelle, Slim, Abraham, October, Doc, and you are all in the diner car, which would be car number 8, by the way.
Right. So if that's as far as I can go right now, then that's as far as I can go.
And you get there right as Doc is closing the last window, and you're fitting the thing over your head, and you're when you get it on, both you and Doc, you do feel the goosebumps going away.
Okay, well, I guess it works.
Make a faith roll for me, October.
Faith.
Yeah. You have this dark foreboding, and you hear it's kind of you're not sure if it's a strange, it's kind of both. It's kind of a strained laugh, and kind of like a soul dying, kind of muffled because I'm being choked scream.
Can I tell from where?
No, it's a feeling, it's a sense, it's kind of from around you. It's not a location, it's just like that's just part of your foreboding as you you visualizing this. Not something you heard from a direction. And I'm going to deal some cards. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yay, I'll take my Benny. Doc's back up to 4.
He's up to 4.
That Benny he just spent was the last one you'll ever see him spend.
I know, right?
I see 5. Okay.
Well, yeah, you spent 1, but we couldn't get it spent. So I'm manually keeping track now. So you're at 4.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Doc, you have a black joker. Now, what this means is you can go first. You can go now and do whatever it is you want to do. You can also hold an action. And the difference here with the joker, and I think this is our first in this game, joker, and first one with you, is you could always hold an action, right? So let's say that you're, I'm going to go to a different scenario so that we don't change this. Let's say that you're hiding behind a rock, right? And some bandits are attacking you guys, and you decide to hold your turn, but you don't have a joker, right? And so a bandit comes running around the rock and shoots you, okay? And you're able to hold your turn, but what that means is you're going to go after him. He's going to shoot you, and then you shoot him. When you have a joker, you can interrupt at any point. So that bandit runs around the rock, and before he shoots, you shoot him.
Oh, right on.
Okay, so a joker allows you to hold a turn and to interrupt.
Okay.
It also means that I shuffle the deck. And it also means everybody gets a Benny.
Right on.
So. Which, in theory, the very next draw could also be now a black joker. Because I've shuffled the deck, right?
Right.
Okay. So with all that being said, sir, it's your turn.
So we're in the dining car, and we heard a scream from the very next car.
No. You heard a woman scream. It's a number of cars forward, and it was kind of muffled. And that's kind of, fog kind of has a muffling effect on sound. So the scream was kind of quiet, but you definitely heard the gunshots.
Okay.
So are you saying the train now has a giant muffler?
Art.
I'll move up to the into the next car.
All right, so that's your personal. That's not your personal. It's a sleeper car that you were in. That's car 7.
Are there any windows open? If there are, I'll shut them.
Roll a notice for me. None that you see.
Okay.
Now it's 4 separate rooms, and you've looked in the doors real quick, but it's really dark. You didn't see any open.
Okay.
Charles.
I am headed up to the sleeper car,
You are there, sir.
and I'll help with the room check-in.
Give me a notice roll.
I'm going to use Benny, just to be sure.
Fly up to orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Yeah. October, you can fly me up there, right? Oh, wait, wrong character. My bad. Reroll. Oh, there's a success at least.
So you look in, I almost said Z Teacher's room. You look in October's room, and you're not sure what you saw that couldn't possibly be it, but the window's open, and it was as if some kind of warped, bent looking shape was coming in the window, saw you, and then dashed up like it was heading on top of the train.
But it is not directly above me now.
It was as if it was on the outside of the train, coming in the window.
I see.
Saw you, backed
Not
out,
in,
and
got
went
it.
on top of the train.
I see.
There's something on the train. Something.
Thing on the side of the train. Yes, I will. I will quickly close the window there.
You know what? If you want a Benny, I have to say that Shatner quotes are always the way to my heart.
During break, John, remind me about that, because there's a story I have for you based on something you and I talked about last week.
But we said we'd never talk about that again.
Which is why I said during break.
Oh, you meant that other thing. I got you. Forgot. You weren't talking about the incident with the popsicle stick, the peanut butter, and the pink tutu.
John, we're not supposed to talk about that.
Right. Yeah. No, not a thing.
That's just a standard Thursday.
Only the subscribers to your OnlyFans, John.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disturbing. Okay. So anyway, where are we?
So yeah, I was closing the window.
You're closing the window. The window is closed. It
Say it
is.
with me. I am not in a cult.
Oh, I can't read what that says.
That's okay.
Say it
You guys
again.
don't have to worry about it. I'm the only one that hears it.
I was just curious. I didn't know if it was funny.
He was saying we are not in a cult.
So see, that was funny. Yeah, you get it closed. You feel as your hands push towards the window, you feel like you're pushing against some kind of force, and it's cold. And go ahead and I've been playing 5e. I almost told you to roll with advantage, but just make a strength roll for me.
Strength roll.
I'd argue almost all of our rolls are with advantage because of that wild die.
Yeah, right.
Sure. I'll spend another penny. I don't know if it's going to be any better. Nope. Why won't this window go up? I'm spending another penny. Jeez. One more. How about I slam it so hard that the top of the train comes off?
You get the window shut. You just have this. It resists at first, and you just feel like this surge of warmth come up from your pistols into your hands. You don't feel cold anymore, and you push without it. You can feel that you're just going to slam this window shut, and you can feel like there's some resistance, but it's no match for you. You shut it and you get it locked.
Perfect.
And cut the invisible vampire in half.
Yes. Who bleeds invisible blood?
Make a I'm not going to trip on the invisible vampire roll. No, kidding. All right, October.
I'm going to move to the next room and open the door.
So you're moving from the diner into the sleeper,
Right, where they are, right?
right? And you're going to open which door? The door to the next sleeper?
So I saw Chuck go into a sleeper, right? And that's where he
Right.
closed the door or closed the
Yes.
window. So I'll go into the next one and check that room.
Oh, I
'Cause
see.
that
Okay,
seems-
yeah.
That seems to be what we're doing, right? We're clearing and moving.
Yes. Yeah. So make me a notice roll.
And October flies out the window.
On wings of love,
Hmm.
eagle. A Benny who, to anybody who can, other than Daniel, who can tell me what show I've been watching. Yeah. That window is closed, and so you can check another room if you want before your turn's over.
Yeah, I'll check the next room.
Okay, and I'll use the same notice. And the window's closed, but actually make me another notice roll, please. Okay. You see like a dark shadow. It's weird because you can't, it's all black. It's pitch black outside, but you do see like a black on black shadow kind of crawl across the window, the closed window.
A shadow outside on the outside of the train.
What are you going to do, GM? That's 3, right? Yep, 3. You hear another scream and another gunshot. Oh, right. You're there. Okay, so let me catch up. And Abraham ducks into the last room in car number 7. He yells, "It's clear in here. Windows closed." Okay. All right. And I'm going to deal some cards. Right.
Yay! I at least have 2 bennies now.
And you have 5 there, Doc.
Okay.
All right. All right. All right. So me. Make that 6. That's gonna say. We're gonna leave that there. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Yep. 7 and 7. Okay. Jake and Percy come running towards the back. And stop when they see you guys. What's going on? We're looking for Abraham.
He's in the back. Make sure all the windows are closed.
Okay, Abraham's with you guys. Same car.
Oh,
In the same car with you. Estelle and Slim came forward with you along with Abraham.
okay.
So in the same car, you've got the 3 of you guys. You've got Estelle and Slim, and now you have Jake and Percy also there.
Okay.
Abraham sees those 2 and tells them to get back to the club car with August. And they nod and head back that way. Abraham says, we need to find out who's screaming and get on that way. And starts making his way forward. October.
Yes. He'll continue.
Okay, so you're in the next sleeper car. Make me a notice roll.
I'll be back.
Okay, yeah, the first window you come to, you see there's the fog is starting to come in, and it almost looks like it's starting to pool on the floor and kind of expand, and that window is open. That's the first room on your right.
Expand?
Yeah, it's billowing in and just kind of getting.
He'll push in and close the window. Try attempt to close the window.
Yeah, give me a strength roll. As you put your hands there, you feel this, you feel this chill, and there's like a force when you move your hands. It's like the fog almost has a density to it or something, trying to push through it. Was that your strength?
Yeah.
he slams the window up and so hard that it tears off the top of the train.
Was that your strength?
I'm sitting here describing how hard and cold it is, and you're like, yeah, whatever, dude.
He cuts the invisible vampire in half.
Again.
You do not have good luck.
So yeah, you just feel like, you start to push through it, and yet you feel this
Almost physical resistance.
Yeah,
Like
but
that
you're
thickening of the air?
able to well, I was thinking the fact you're on a train, and I was going to talk about how connected you are with your tribe, but maybe you're not. So actually, you actually build up a sweat, and you just muscle that window closed. Bam. And as you do that, the fog just kind of dissipates.
Okay.
Charles. Mr. Jansen.
I am going to make my way forward in the next
Okay.
car.
Okay, so you're into the second sleeper car.
Yep.
Are
and
you
I
going to
will
do the
check-
window thing?
Yep. Check the windows.
So October, you saw October duck into the first one on the right.
Yep.
Where are
so
you going?
Go in the second one on the right.
Second one on the right. Okay. And you see that the window is open and it's exactly like I described it before. It's billowing in and starting to pull on the floor, and you can rush over
No,
and
that's a bad fog. Bad fog. And I whap it with a rolled up newspaper.
are you going to go try to close it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, since I have a red joker, I'm going to interrupt you.
Okay. I figured you were.
What's your I have 5e on the brain. It's I'm looking for your parry, right?
My parry is a 4.
Parry, toughness. Yep, I'm looking for parry. Okay. Yep, your parry is a 4, so I've hit you. I don't think I beat your toughness.
This fog attacked me.
Yeah, I didn't touch your toughness. How do you have a 12?
It's a 7. I don't know where the +5 is coming from.
I got you. Okay, so it's 7. Okay. Either way, 3 does not beat 7.
It does not.
Okay, but you just this dark hand, an arm reached out through the fog and took a swipe at you, and you kind of felt it hit you on the chest, but it didn't. It just scraped across your clothes and
No,
didn't hit you
sir.
hard enough to hurt yourself.
No, sir. That's bad fog, and I'm going to try and close the window.
Yeah, make me a strength check.
Big money.
It's feeling stuck.
Yeah, I'm bennying it. Ugh.
Don't-
Yeah, that's better.
Yep. It's tough. It really is tough, but you do manage with, some sweat and your hands are so cold, they're tingling, but it's how long can you stick your hand in a bucket of ice water kind of deal,
Mhm.
your fingertips are tingling by the time you get that window closed, and you can see ice and frost start to spread across the window. But you do manage to get it closed.
And as I duck back out or into the hall, or I'll yell out from there, "Damn fog attacked me. Be careful."
All right, Doc.
I'm gonna move into the next sleeper car where they are and see if there's anything else.
Okay. They took the there's 2 on each side. So the first on the right, second on the right are taken care of. You want to take the first or second one on the left?
Second one on the left.
Okay, so you pass the car, and as you're going into that first one, you see Abraham duck into the one behind you.
Okay.
And go ahead and make me a notice roll. The window's closed, but you see a dark shape that's like hovering on the window, and it's almost like it sees you, and it kind of skitters up the outside of the window as you're looking at it. Just kind of this dark shape, and it's really kind of hard to see because it's absolutely pitch black outside. So how something could be darker than dark, who can know? But that's what you saw. Time for me to deal cards, and don't forget you have adventure cards.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I need to shuffle.
Yes.
Shuffle. Recall. Yep. Okay. Deal.
Wow.
Thank God I will take my Benny that I apparently need every time I got to do a strength check.
All right. I'll mark you up to 6 there, Doc. All right. October. And I'll remind you that you have a black joker.
I'll hold.
Okay, where are you going to be in the hallway and hold? Oh yeah,
mhm.
you came out of that room and you
Yeah.
you made a statement. So you're in the hallway. Okay. Let me see. All right. As you're holding on my turn, Willis, that's your coal man, if you guys don't remember.
What you talking about?
Willis Birch comes running through, opens the door, and you could see he's running towards the back. And he sees you guys and he says, "It's the damnedest thing I ever saw. We hit that fog and it was like hitting a wall. That fog is a wall." He said, "Damnedest thing. I'm going to go bring up the markers. I'm heading to the back." And and unless you want to talk to him, he's going to press on through past you guys. But I can slow him down if you have questions.
What did you see, Willis?
Just a black fog, blackest fog. That's why I'm bringing up the markers.
Okay. Is everyone okay in the engine?
Yeah, Henry's okay. He's keeping the coals a burning, and I ran past Graciela in the stock car, and I haven't seen anybody since then. Just you guys.
Did you hear the screaming?
I heard it, but I got to bring up the markers.
All right, go ahead.
What are
You guys
markers?
can make a knowledge roll if you want to know what that means.
Yep. That's what I was going to ask. Or I probably just ask him, what's the markers?
I got to set the lights so we don't have a train hit us in the back. Go to the caboose. I'm going to go out and light the lights.
That's probably not a good idea.
I got to light the markers. It's what we do in fog.
Yeah, but this fog will attack you.
Nevertheless, that's what the regulations say.
I say
between each car, is it open air?
It is.
yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, it is. Oh, it is, isn't it? That's not good.
Well, we've been going through it for the past.
Yeah,
3
I thought
cars,
I
so.
was just assuming that it had like a
And who is this? This is Henry.
yeah.
This
Willis.
is Willis. He's the
Willis.
Coleman.
So he's been going through. To get back to where we are, he's gone through like 7. He's been outside a lot. That's a question.
Well, for
Like 5.
1, 2,
cars.
3, 4, 5 cars.
And
He's
the
been
engine,
between.
the engine is open air, and the coal car is open air.
That is correct.
It's up to you guys.
Willis, don't do it. Go get help get everybody inside and make sure that I don't open the doors or windows.
Make a persuasion roll.
Marshall, tell him.
You know what? That's cheating.
But it works.
That's absolutely cheating. But it's clever enough. I'm going to give you a Benny for that.
Yay.
So let me look at something here. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Dag nabbit, Willis. I know you got your regulations. I know we got to abide by the railroad regulations, but I'm going to need you to set those aside in there something for exigent circumstances. Oh, well, Marshal, if we've got exigent circumstances, I reckon that's an exigent circumstance. I reckon. Well, what you want me to do? That does seem to be your favorite thing.
It is my favorite thing.
All right. Well, just so long as you could hear the two different voices, then I've succeeded. All right. August, as you were, Abraham tells Willis to go back to the club car and stay there with Jake, Percy, and August. So we're going to just go ahead. Okay. Charles.
Seeing as I saw Doc and the Marshal going to the left too, then I'm going to make my way forward to the research car.
Okay. When you open the door, the fog seems a little thicker. Make me a spirit roll.
Spirit roll.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you a +2 on that.
So 6 or 7?
Yeah, 7. So you feel something around your neck kind of warm up, and you feel like you're a little empowered by that as you hit that, as you hit the fog. And you have to give me a I'm going to give you a choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you a choice. So it's pitch black, so you can't see where you're going now between the cars.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also kind of hard to push yourself forward. So whichever you prefer, you can do either agility or strength, or some skill if you prefer based on agility or strength, within reason.
Agility works for me.
Okay. All right. You managed to balance, and of course the train is kind of swaying because it's still running, still moving. And so you managed to balance yourself from one car to the next car, and just a second. You managed to balance yourself from one car to the next, and you get to that door. You get it open, and you are just about to enter the research room. Doc.
I will keep moving up to the research car as well.
All right. Now, he didn't say he closed it, so I'm assuming Charles left that door open for you. And you feel the same thing. It's just this black pressure and cold, and you can, whichever you prefer, again, you can roll strength or agility, or within reason, a skill based on strength or agility.
I'll roll agility. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep. Pretty good.
You know, it's funny. You've been on this train so much, and there's been a few nights where there might have been a little bit too much whiskey, and you find yourself kind of going back to that space. You just close your eyes and you just kind of move from that car to the next car just based on, that muscle memory. And you're going to enter that door just right after Charles, and I'm going to deal some cards. Sure, I shuffled. I don't remember if I shuffled. So there we go. All right. Well, that streak had to end at some point.
You did remember to shuffle the deck, right?
I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah. I wasn't sure if I remembered, so I shuffled it again just in case. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. You guys hear a really frantic scream and another gunshot. And you're a little closer now, and you can tell that it's a rifle. Bum, bum, bum. So October.
He's gonna rush towards your gunshot.
Okay, so you know the drill. Strength or agility or skill of reason based on those to get to the next car.
And I will Benny that.
Did you use a Benny?
He did. Oh.
Okay, let me try one more time.
I might have to keep track of
Hold
you.
on. Okay, so just so you know, when you drag a Benny, you have to drag it onto the map, and right now the only map is this engine, cold car, stock car, baggage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you have to drag it onto that square.
There we go. Now we're good.
All right.
I was just doing that naturally, I guess.
For some reason, I had pictured this whole thing as the map, and that is just a piece of it. But yeah.
Okay. All right. We're good now. Okay. Everybody's caught up.
Cooking with farts.
And you are going to get in there after you walk into the research car. Right behind Doc and Charles Jansen. Give me a notice roll.
One more and I die.
No, I think it's you just go to jail. Do not collect $200.
So this is your first time in the research car, and there are tables and beakers and all kinds of weird things going on in there. And
that I really do not want to be anywhere near.
You move to the left, and he's got some tools hanging there, and a giant wrench actually hits you in the head, and you fall flat on your back, staring up at all these metal tools hanging above you, kind of swaying with the train.
Mm-hmm.
And the best one are the collections of saws, which are actually right next to the wrenches.
So, Doc, you've just entered the research car.
Okay. Are there any windows that need to be closed?
Go ahead and make me a notice roll. All right. Two things you see. Off to your right, you see Umberto laying on the ground. And you can see he's starting to get covered in this fog. And kind of ahead and to the right of you, you see a creature.
What kind of creature? Oh, jeez.
Ooh, ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Wait, I can't see it. I gotta zoom out. Okay. Oh, it's a puppy. Let's adopt it.
and it has these, like, on its back seems to be moving like fog, and you can see the tendrils of fog leaking off his back. And every once in a while on his back, you see these faces kind of form for a moment, and some of them are a strangled laugh, and some of them are the scream.
Oh, okay. So I'll take a shot at it.
Okay, go ahead and roll your shooting.
Huh.
Is that an indication of how you feel about this thing? Maybe.
Yeah.
So let me see. That's
Shooting with the
12.
Colt.
So that's 2.5 raises. So why don't you tell me what happens?
As soon as I see this thing, I just draw my peacemaker, aim, and shoot right at its head.
All right. So go ahead and roll your damage.
So 5.
Benny. Excuse me. Coughing. Very, very difficult there. Benny.
Did you want to Benny that?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So that bullet hits him right in the head. Oh, roll another D6. An exploding D6 for having those raises.
That's /RD6 explanation, right?
I think so. Okay, so that's a 10. All right. So the bullet hits him in the head, and you see it just kind of poofs, and there's fog there for a minute, and you see it's like it's slowly trying to reform itself, and it's kind of stumbling around as if it's confused as its head is trying to reform, and it has a wound, and it is shaken.
Now, do any of these faces look like they are holding sabers or guns or anything like that?
No weapons.
Oh, okay, I was just trying to determine if this was a fog of war.
I knew, and then it seemed like an innocent question. And I was right.
Nothing's ever innocent when it comes to Mark.
That's what she said.
Okay.
October.
Yes. No, it's you, Charles.
That's me. Okay. I'm going to pull out my rifle, and since I didn't move very far against the door, and now October is flat on his back in front of me, and Doc is slightly in front of me, I'm gonna lean to the side and shoot this thing.
Okay.
And just to be clear, there is nothing past it, right? Like, we can see in the car past it, so I'm not accidentally going to be shooting anybody.
Friendlies.
Any friendlies.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay.
I mean, there's the wall of the train.
Yeah,
but
okay. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want to make sure.
I mean, unless you roll double ones, and then in which case something bad might happen.
Right.
But you won't do that because I'm getting all of them.
I guess it's just that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got a raise.
Okay. And then wait a minute. I have a thing that lets me my brain is not working. Is it the marksman that lets me fire twice, or is that just a
If you don't move and you didn't, you do have something. We need to actually put that
I need to
on
get
your
the verbiage
character
in there.
sheet. You have marksman. I assume I qualify. Hexlinger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the marksman.
That's what I thought. Or was that rapid fire? I can't remember. I may be confusing my old character with this one. That's why I was asking.
Let me
Sorry.
grab the book. Do you know off the top of your head there, Daniel?
For which?
Marksman.
For marksman, what marksman does for him?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, hold on.
Here it is.
Okay.
The hero is natural with ranged weapons. If he doesn't move in a turn and fires no more than a rate of fire 1, you can add +1 to your
Right.
shooting roll.
Or negate 2 penalties. That's right.
Right.
So it's rapid fire is the other one that I don't have yet. So that's it. Okay, great. So then I will take my +1. Well, it didn't make a difference in this case. But yes. Okay, great. Thank you. Rolling damage. And then additional die 6, right?
Yes, sir.
1 exploding die 6, 2, so 14.
Okay. You hit it right in the chest, and the head hasn't formed, and your bullet, this burning hot bullet hits that bit of the body, and the fog just kind of dissipates, and the creature isn't there anymore.
Well, I reckon that's a success.
I need to deal cards unless you guys. Boom.
Yay! Give me my Benny.
All right. Doc.
I'm gonna go check on Umberto, make sure is he still covered in that fog?
He is.
I'm gonna go over to him. When I go over to him, is it still there, or do I have to? I just kind of try to.
You can make it there. You can make it there, but if you can either try to kneel down and examine him there, or you can spend your turn pulling him towards the middle of the car.
I'll try and examine him there.
Okay. So go ahead and make a. I'm not looking at your character sheet. What is your medicine roll?
Healing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and make that.
Can we also go back to the other sheet map, the thing?
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. That's a success.
That is a success. Yeah, he's got some kind of bad gash. He's bleeding across his chest, but he's alive.
Okay.
He's hurt really bad, but he's alive.
I'll start bandaging him up.
Okay. All right, you get him bound up. October.
He's gonna say. Go ahead.
No, you're okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You're laying flat on your back at the moment, but go ahead.
He's gonna get up, and he's gonna say, "Get out of here, you ghost!" to the fog, and stomp where the fog monster was.
Okay. As you're making your way there, you do see a windows open over where above Doc and Umberto.
And he'll rush over to close that.
Okay. Give me a strength roll. It's a little bit of a struggle, but you get it closed.
Okay.
Another rifle shot. Charles, in charge.
Heading from research to the baggage car.
Okay. Make me an appropriate roll to go between the two.
That was agility. Agilita.
You will respect my agility. You
That-
push into the baggage area, and that's where you guys are keeping your supplies, your
right.
whatever baggage you don't want to put in your room, and
Yep.
just kind of, and it's just a big open car with boxes and barrels and whatnot in there. And make me a notice roll. You see one of these shadow things is kind of hiding between a pile of crates and burlap sacks. You see enough of him just kind of peeking out.
Do I have an action to shoot at him?
You do have an action to shoot at him.
Then I shall do so. Without the +1, shooting.
You hit.
And then damage. I'm going to re-roll that. I'll spend a penny on that. Re-roll. That's better.
Yeah, you hit it just kind of below the neck, and you see part of the neck and the head kind of form into fog, and it looks like it's having a little bit of a problem trying to reform. And just the heat of that bullet has just burned its way through the creature.
Does
so it had
one of the faces on the neck say, "I'll form the head"?
And I'll form a bucket. And so you've shaken it and done a wound.
Okay.
And so
And
let me
I will shout back, "There's another one in here."
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. How about I shuffle the deck first?
That'd be good. So we can get another. So I can get my Benny back.
My Benny back.
Barbecue sauce.
Damn. Sorry. Damn.
I would like to point out that I have been the last in every round for like the last 9 rounds. Just throwing it out there.
You do know you can use a penny to get a new card.
Yeah, but I'm not going to beat a king, so it's fine. I'm AFK for just 1 second.
Sure. His parry, did we determine his parry was 4?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, 4. Okay, so that hits him. And apparently he runs up, tries to smack at Charles, and apparently just breathes heavy on him with his icy cold breath of foggy death. Doc.
I'll move into the baggage car, and when I see him, I'm going to shoot at him.
All right, go ahead and make the appropriate roll, which I think was agility. It's what you chose last time.
And I will Benny that.
Go figure.
Yeah, it's more like it.
Yeah, you know, there's a moment there where you almost lose your just a second. All right, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, you push in, it kind of resists. There's that moment where you just have this, uh-oh, something bad's gonna happen, but you kind of steel yourself and you push through, and you get in the door and you see one of these creatures right up against Charles. You see it right as it tries to attack him and seems to miss.
I'll take another shot at it.
Okay.
And two-gun kid is what lets me use both my guns, right? Or is that?
Da, 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 da. That's gonna be. Let me look that up. Yeah, we really need to get that on your character sheets.
Mhm. Sorry.
Where are the? I'm looking in the rule book right now. 75. There we go.
Two-gun kid allows you to shoot with a second action for no multi-action penalty, as long as you're shooting with a second gun.
Okay, there you go. So basically, I think the answer is yes.
Okay. So I'm going to shoot with both my peacemakers.
Okay, there's the first shot. The first shot hits, and unless you Benny, the second misses.
Yeah, I'm going to Benny that. Yeah.
All right. So the second one has a raise. So do the damage on your first shot, and then on your second shot, add a d6. Oh, there you go. You get, and yeah, you're typing now. So that's 14. So that's
Wait, isn't it 16 plus 3 for 17?
huh?
16.
Where'd you get 16?
5 damage plus the 11 bonus damage.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I forgot what we were doing. I was looking at it as a hero die. Actually, I remember what we were doing with the bonus damage now. We were you don't have to roll a d6. We were the bonus damage was when you get bonus damage. Remember?
Yep.
But you're right. It's a 16. So that's 8, 12, 16. Doc comes in with his two peacemakers, and you just see him bam, 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 and he just hits the head, he hits the chest, and you just see each hit, this fog just kind of dissipates and kind of falls to the ground and is gone. And I don't know if you heard when you walked away, it ran up and hit you, but did 1 point of damage, which didn't beat your toughness. So he just kind of swiped at you, and you managed at the last second to kind of dodge out of the way, but you just felt this cold hand going past you.
So I don't know if it's these necklaces or what, but so far when they hit me, it's not too bad. But I thank you kindly for the backup.
October.
Yep.
October's going to, because it is still standing, right? He's going to,
You're in the research car. They're in the baggage car.
Right.
And they've killed it.
Okay, that was the part that I was missing.
Yeah. But you don't know that yet because there's fog between you and them.
Right. He'll push through to the baggage car. He'll follow his group.
Okay. Make agility, strength, whichever you did before.
And I'll Benny that.
That's your best of agility or strength?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, I think you said athletics.
No, agility or strength.
It's fine. Sorry, therefore.
Okay, you managed to. It's tough. I mean, that really kind of. It's not going to have a game effect on you, but you feel like that just kind of sapped you walking through that cold and actually pushing through. But you managed to get in, and you see that you see just the tail end of Doc emptying his guns into this thing, and it kind of disappearing into this fog. Mr. Charles.
Looking for any open windows because there must be one in here.
There is.
I will go and attempt to close it.
Make me a strength check.
Well,
Yeah, you again, you feel that warmth come up from your pistols and enter your arms, and it's just almost smooth, right? Like you know there's resistance there, but it's nothing against whatever you have going on, and that window just closes.
I listen for the invisible thunk of the invisible vampire, and
you managed to get it locked.
Yeah. And then I will make as far as I can make towards the next car.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a
agility.
Well, no, you've already rolled. So you get to the door.
Yeah.
You can get that door open for everybody, but
okay.
And I'll deal some cards.
Okay.
Bam. You're not last.
Close enough.
Doc.
Okay, so I'll make my way into the next car.
All right.
The stock car, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I need to make an agility roll.
Yeah, agility or strength, whichever.
Yeah.
All right. So you fight your way in there, and when you open the stock car door and get in there, you see Graciela is she's got the horses on this side of the stock car, and she's firing at some dark shapes with her rifle. And make me a notice roll. All right, so yeah, I see everything. So you notice a couple things. First thing you see is that the big door is open on the stock car, and there's a number of these creatures that she's been fighting off with the rifle. But they're gathering. They seem to be gathering more and more. The other thing you see is you notice that there's a pool of blood on the ground underneath her.
Yeah. Can I tell if it's her blood or one of the horses?
You rolled well enough. You see drops coming off her.
Okay.
It's quick drops. It's not a stream.
And how many creatures are there?
Right now you see 5.
Okay, I'm gonna start shooting then. I'll shoot at whichever one's closest.
Okay. All right, that hits.
Can I use my 2-gun kit again, or is
you
that
can?
Just... Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll take another shot.
No, you need a short rest. I'm kidding.
Which I will, Benny.
All right, you 2 hits.
Okay.
All right. So you managed to, the first one is shaken. That second shot doesn't seem to accomplish much.
Can I Benny that one?
Sure.
That didn't do much either.
Yeah. Okay. Me. So Abraham comes in behind you, and he's going to shoot with his peacekeeper too. Peacemaker, I mean. He hits. And I'm using the thing, so I'm going to lazily just add the +1 to it there. So he gets a 6, and he hits it, but it doesn't seem to do much to it. And Graciela is going to shoot. She hits. How much damage does your rifle do, Mark?
My damage on that rifle does 2d8. Peacemaker's 2d6 plus 1. The Winchester's 2d8.
Thanks.
You bet.
Do I have exploding turned on? Target number, exploding, compounded, I guess. All right. And she hits it, and you can see, bam, she shoots with the rifle, and a portion of his shoulder just kind of vanishes into this fog, and starts trying to pull itself back together. Charles.
I would have to go through, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Because I just opened it last time.
Yes, sir.
So I go through.
You're through?
And then I see what's going on, and I will shoot whatever the closest one to her is.
Right.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a raise. So you shoot that one, and you could tell it's already got some parts of its body that are kind of not formed. And you're shooting with your rifle. Yeah, Winchester 76, I see. So you shoot with the rifle, and you hit it in what looks like a solid-ish kind of portion. And you see that hot bullet tear through his fog body, and it just seems to just kind of fly apart and then dissipate as it's slowly falling to the ground.
Okay.
Mr. October. Isn't that a movie?
Mr. October?
With Bernie?
October Sky.
No, I think it was a baseball movie with Bernie Mac. Mr. October. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Daniel.
October's going to reach into one of his pouches that has some of the dust from the mines that we were just in.
Okay.
And he's going to blow it out in front and around the 3 of us, and attempt to cast deflection.
Okay. Now, before you do that,
Yep.
do you want to roll agility for me and get into the same car as them?
Oh, yeah.
That too. I'm assuming your agility is higher than your strength.
It is.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, you push through, and then you do that.
And
How many people can you cover with that?
it's just it adds.
Uh-oh, he fell off.
Uh-oh.
It's my fault. I should. Oh, there he's back.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah,
This is why I don't like playing online games with my internet this way.
I know. Did you get a ETA for that?
No,
How many people can it cover?
as many as I want.
Okay.
It
Do you
just
want to
costs
cover
extra- it
Graciela
just
too?
costs- no, it just costs. Oh yeah, I suppose it just costs extra power points.
Well, it's up to you. No pressure. I just reminding you that she's there.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
And it's 4. So
Now, what does a raise do for this?
it may, instead of it being a subtract 2, it's subtract 4 from all attack rolls.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, okay, cool. And cards. By the way, you guys are looking at your adventure cards, right? That
Yes.
making sure they don't.
That not applicable.
Okay. Just, I thought it was a good game master thing to remind you.
Thank you.
And I will give you your bennies.
Yay.
All right. So, there were 5 there. One kind of dissipated. The others are going to run up, and one runs up to Graciela, and one is running up to you, Chuck. One's running up to Doc, and one's running up to October. So, the one attacking Graciela misses. The one attacking you, Mr. Chuck, misses. The one attacking Mr. Doc misses. The one attacking Mr. October misses. And that's how that works. Abraham's going to shoot. He hits. And it was 2d8. Blam. He shoots the one that's on you, Chuck, and it's shaken. So, Charles.
So for the one on me, I'm going to aim or not aim, but get the +1 for marksman for not moving and shoot it. So 20.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get a +6 for that.
Okay. And then,
Oh, well, we'll just use your wild die for that.
right.
Yeah, or your bonus die.
Correct. And then
So that's 19.
Yep.
So you're shooting the one that was attacking you that's already shaken.
Correct.
Okay, so that's going to be 12, 14, 16.
And I got a 19.
Yeah, so that's 3. You put 3 wounds on it, and you you take your Winchester and you play rifleman, and you're like bam, 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 and you just see each of those hot bullets just rip through it, and it just kind of disintegrates and is gone. October.
October is going to.
By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my background is a train in the fog.
Yes,
Nice.
I did see that earlier.
He's
So
going
in
to pull.
between your head and your headphones in your head, it kind of sees through.
I know, I see that. It's kind of cool, actually.
It's a window into reality. He's going to pull out his tomahawk and see if it's glowing, because it would around supernatural creatures of evil.
Yeah, it's doing a full-on sting around the works.
And he's going to try to make an attack.
You hit.
Yeah.
It's your first attack of the game.
Yay!
So are we just going to use your bonus damage as the other D6?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you didn't have a raise. So 10. So, and you're attacking the one that's attacking you, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so a 10. So that one's shaken. Your tomahawk goes through it, and you can see kind of part of its body is having trouble reshaping itself.
Yes. It's reshaping itself, which is not good. But it is a creature of fog.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, Doc.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the one that's coming after me.
Makes sense. You hit.
And shoot again.
Miss.
I'm gonna Benny that shot.
All right, hits.
That's more like it. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, okay.
Cool.
All right, so it is shaken.
Okay.
You can see, you shot it in the right shoulder, and that kind of portion where the hot bullet ripped through it is kind of having a little bit of trouble trying to reform.
Okay.
And cards. Oh, nope, not cards. Shuffle. Then cards. You're not last.
Mhm.
You ain't first, you're last.
Yep.
Okay. One of them keeps trying to attack Graciela and hits her. And when it tries to hit her, how does this happen? It actually slips on the blood on the floor in front of her and falls right, and it's just laying on the ground in front of her. So it is at a disadvantage at the moment.
Take out their legs.
All right, Doc, one's attacking you. And I think that's going to hit. Does that beat your parry?
That is my parry. So
Okay. Oof.
Good.
And so your toughness is a 7.
Is it 5?
Okay, so we're gonna go 9. Well, let me do this. So it's 9, 13, 17. Yeah, okay.
As I see it about to hit Doc, I hip check Doc, so he makes a soak roll.
And also,
That's bigger. Did you roll a vigor?
oh, no, I haven't yet. Sorry.
All right, that's a success.
Hello there.
Actually, every success, every raise gets rid of a wound, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
Here's soak roll here. How about this handy dandy? Close shroud, fatigue, injury. Really? I have this handy dandy cheat card. Oh, that just
You're just a pair of hands. That's great.
and you'd think Benny may be used for soak rolls. Great. Tell me what a soak roll is. All right, well. 96. A vigor check with each success and raise, reducing the number of wounds suffered from that attack by 1.
Right.
If the character soaks all of the wounds from an attack, he removes his shaken condition too.
Right.
Okay, so you had 1 success
Mm-hmm.
and you were shaken with 2 wounds.
Okay.
So you're going to be shaken with 1 wound.
Okay.
That
still sucks.
Yeah, well, it's better than shaken with 2 wounds.
Can I Benny his vigor roll?
Then I risk getting a lower roll though.
Yeah, but you could also get a higher roll.
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to let you re-roll that roll.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. That's me. So, and that's on Doc. And so the next one's attacking October and misses. And so Doc, first thing you need is a vigor roll.
Yep.
Daniel, what was the amount of deflection?
You're good.
You had 4. John, are you sure you hit him?
Hit who?
Doc. He had a -4 for deflection.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, no, I didn't hit you.
Okay, so all that. So
Yeah.
no wounds and I'm not shaken.
Correct.
Yeah. And I'll give you your Benny back, Mark.
Okay, no problem. Sorry,
All right.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah. No. Keep me honest. I apologies. There you go. Yeah, Benny's back. Yeah,
so
sorry.
Then Graciela wasn't hit either. Then right?
Right. Because she
I thought I
also
missed her.
Oh yeah, you did.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fell flat on its face.
Yeah. Well, actually, I did say I hit her. But then, yeah, so that Yeah, she doesn't have a. No, she has a 4 parry. So actually, I did hit her, but it's still
Even with
fumbled.
-4? Because
Yeah,
she's got the deflection too.
Ooh.
Right, I rolled an 8.
Oh, okay.
And then I rolled a critical failure, and
Got
it fell flat on its face.
Got it.
So it actually was kind of in your bonus for it to hit her.
Ooh, ada. What's up, Ninja Jinja?
Charles, are you done, Doc?
No, I haven't.
You haven't even gone.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's on the ground.
Okay, in front of Graciela.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
But we had fun rolling a whole bunch of dice we didn't have to roll. Yeah, you hit with a raise, by the way. And that hits.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
damage.
hi, Mark.
Oh, that's the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did 8 points of damage. So that one in front of Graciela is shaken.
Can I shoot 2 different targets, or can I only shoot at the one?
With the 2-gun kid?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does it say?
I think you're good as long as it's just you're using a weapon in the other hand.
Let's look real quick. Make sure it doesn't specify. 2-fisted. 2-gun kid. Yeah, it's actually 2 separate actions. So it's not shooting twice. It's actually making 2 actions without the multi-action penalty.
Oh.
So yes, each action you can shoot at something else.
Okay. So then can I shoot at the one in front of me?
Yes.
Okay. Which I will, Benny. Yeah, it's more like it.
Yeah, and so that's you've hit it with a raise. So we'll use the bonus die. So yeah, that one in front of you hasn't had a chance. No, actually it did. It didn't make its figure roll. And so it's now shaken again.
Look how many bennies you've used this game. I'm so proud, Doug.
Yeah, I'm starting to get nervous.
For good reason.
Charles.
How many are left and where are they?
There are 3 left. One is on the floor trying to attack Gabriella. One's in front of Doc and one's in front of October.
I'm gonna shoot
and make a notice roll.
Yes, I will make a notice roll. Of course, now that I said that, I made the notice roll.
And you made that one so well. I'm actually going to tell you something I wasn't going to tell you.
Okay.
So the first thing is you notice that there's a growing pool of blood underneath Graciela.
Yes.
You also notice, and when you're looking at perfect black, how could you possibly see something black moving on a background of perfect black?
Mm-hmm.
But you think you see just outside the door something twice the size of what you're fighting here moving out there.
The door, the big door that's open on the side.
Yes.
Got it. Do I know how that door opens and closes?
Yes, it's on a slide. And so you pull a lever Because it looks like when it slides, it kind of locks. You pull the lever and then pull it forwards.
I am the wrong person to be trying to do that.
And you have to go past these 3 anyway to get there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot the one in front of October first.
Okay. And again, still with your rifle, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
And since I have not moved, it is a +1.
You can feel your pistols. There's like an urgency. They want to be involved in this.
Oh, I know they do. But I also want to keep the trains on the tracks.
Okay.
So I'm shooting with my rifle.
Okay.
So that's a 6.
It's a 6.
It's a 6. It's a +1 for marksman.
Oh, right. Right. Is it a +1 or a +2?
It's a +1.
Oh,
or
+1 and
minus 2 penalties.
right. Okay, so that's a 6.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Okay. And then
And it's the one in front of Doc?
No, the one in front of October.
October, that is what you said. Okay, yep.
Oh.
So that's going to be a 12, 16. Man, you put 2 bullets into it. One hits it right in the hip, and you see both of its legs kind of momentarily disappear, and you can see them struggling to reform. And another one hits the shoulder, and that arm just seems to not quite be there, although you can still see the hand kind of hovering where it would be attached to that momentarily not there arm. And it's already shaken, and you did 2 wounds.
Okay. That's all I can do at this point, really.
Mr. October.
I'm gonna make this a 3. Boop boop. And then I'm going to attack again.
What did the 3 do?
The 3 is how many rounds we have left of
I
the
see.
session.
I see. Thank you.
14 to hit.
14 to hit. That'll give you a raise.
I'm gonna bend that. I'm hoping for more damage.
Oh,
That is more damage. Go ahead.
So you still need to roll another D6.
I've been using the bonus damage.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what your normal damage would be normally.
No.
before the raise. Yes, because he's attacking a supernatural creature. So it does
right.
strength plus
And
2d6,
because of the raise,
and then
you
the
get
raise
another
gives
D6.
another d6.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
So
true.
why did you roll damage twice?
Because he didn't like the first
Oh,
one.
because you rolled a Benny. I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm only hearing about half of what you're saying.
Okay, so it's 21.
Yes.
You see his tomahawk cleave through this thing, and it's like this ray of light hits the thing and just vaporizes it. It doesn't even dissipate. It just vaporized, and just it's gone. And I should deal cards.
Daniel, check your texts.
Is it regarding Hangouts?
Yes.
I sent you a message back on Hangouts.
Oh, okay, great. Thanks.
All right, Mr. October.
See, I'm telling you. I'm gonna spend a penny.
Okay.
No, yes, I'm gonna spend a penny. It's done.
Okay.
If you were going to spend a penny on initiative,
Yeah, this is
the
probably
one
the one I should do. Yeah, because it's not a face card. GM's down low. What'd I get?
A 9.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. I can live with that. It's still before the GM.
That's funny. Okay. This is now a 2. Boop. And
Now there's one in front of Graciela and one in front of Doc.
he'll move to the one in front of Graciela,
Okay.
and he'll attempt again to take a swing.
Okay. That's not going to hit.
Okay, so he misses.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're not
He
gonna,
is-
you have
he is-
6 bennies.
Yeah, I'm holding him for a specific thing.
I gotcha.
He's going to move in between. He's gonna try to move interpose himself
Yeah.
between Graciela and
Okay. Charles.
Shooting at the one near Graciela and October.
Okay.
Yes. I was debating that for a minute, but yes, that's what we're going to do.
You hit?
So that's a 8.
Oh, right. So that you get a raise.
Yep. And then, so this will include the bonus damage.
So that's 9.
Let me re-roll that.
Okay.
I'm going to Benny that. I want to make sure.
Okay. So 12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay. So that's 1 raise and it's already shaken. And so it's shaken with 2 wounds.
Okay.
So you blast it and the head kind of vaporizes and part of its side where the bullet went through is gone, and you can see the fog struggling to reform itself. Doc.
I'll start shooting at the one in front of Graciela first.
Okay.
Try and take that thing down.
You hit?
I know. Yeah, let's see.
You can do you. Yeah. Okay. So that's not going to do enough damage.
All right, then I'll shoot it again.
Okay. Okay, that'll give you a bonus die.
Which
You
I
can
will.
do it. You can do it, Doc. Spend the Benny to make him re-roll that.
Oh, did you spend it?
I spent it.
Who am I giving a Benny back to?
Give it back to Doc.
All right, I'll give you a Benny back, Doc.
Thank you. That's more like it.
So 11.
So
You shoot on the parts of it that aren't already kind of disintegrating, and poof, it's gone. And it's me. So Abraham's going to shoot
Got the one in front
at
of
the
Doc.
one that's following. Yeah, the one that's following Doc. He's going to hit, and he's going to do a wound to it. Graciela falls on the floor. And the one that was on you followed you as you kind of stepped out of the way to shoot the one in front of Graciela, and it's going to take a swipe at you, Doc. And it's going to miss. It's going to miss. And so cards.
If it puts me at the bottom again, I swear to God, I'm going to come out of this chair. Okay, that's better.
Look at that.
I know.
That's because it was
It's the
threatened.
first time this night. I'm just going to stay exactly where I am. I'm going to shoot the one near that's Strutton and Doc. Shooting.
You hit?
So it's an 8.
Oh, that's an 8. So that's a raise.
Yep. And damage. So 12 total.
12. So that's one. Okay. You shoot it and it's gone.
I did it. I'm responding to chat. Sorry.
You got it.
And then
so
I will say we need to get the door, and I will use. So how does that work? I want to know because I'm trying not to abuse the system. I didn't move. I took my shot. Now
but
can
you
I
got a
move?
bonus. No, because your bonus says you're not going to move, right?
It just says if you don't move.
Yeah.
Or if you haven't moved. I don't know what the wording is. If you haven't moved this turn, or if you're not.
Oh, you already took the shot, right?
Right. I don't.
Yeah, I think the
know what
+1 is for not moving in the turn.
Okay. That's fine.
But I understand your query. Let's take a second. I think we're all patient enough to take a look here for a second.
Speak for yourself.
I'm not a doctor. I don't have patience.
If she doesn't move in a turn.
Okay, then I will not move. I will shout, "We got to get the door closed."
Mr. October. I need to stop calling you that.
There's a big one outside.
You're going to head to the door?
Give him about 30 seconds and he'll be back. You're back.
Are we back?
You're back.
Yes, sir.
I closed the door.
Okay. Make me a spirit roll.
And is that an action to do so?
That's going to be an action to do
All right,
so.
so I would like to close the door and cast deflection again. So that's gonna be a multi, which means it's gonna be a -2 to both, or -1 to both.
Okay.
Is it -1 or -2?
I
think it's -2 to both.
Yeah, I think it's -2.
I think you're right. All right.
I don't want to be right. I just think
You said strength?
No, I did
No,
not.
it's
Just a
spirit.
second. Let's just make sure. It's page 103.
I'm reasonably sure it's -2, -4, -6.
Yep, you're right. It's -2. So no, first I need a spirit roll because you're getting close to that door.
Spirit.
Ooh, right on.
I got the spirit.
So for some reason, as you get close to that door, because you have a raise, you actually have a moment where somehow this thing is clinging to the outside of the train, and it is just a little bit small. It can fit in. It's the size of a horse. These things that have been attacking you are the size of large dogs.
Oh, wow.
And this thing is the size, actually, it's the size of a prize bull. It's bigger than a horse. And it's on the outside. The other thing you see is where these things had like bits of fog streaming off them. And I'll go back to the picture. Where this one had bits of fog, you can see that fog is just literally pouring off this creature. And you get the sense that this fog is some kind of arcane thing that this thing is producing.
I don't think closing the door is going to do anything. But I'll still close the door. And so I will roll spirit -2, which is 9, and then I'll roll my deflection.
Yes, sir. Well, you rolled your spirit.
Right, and now I'm rolling deflection, and I will bet you that.
Boop.
Maybe.
Yeah, it went. Oh,
There it goes.
All right, and you got a raise.
I did not.
No, because it's a 7.
Oh, because it's a -2. It's a -2. Okay,
Yep.
so instead of a -4, it's a -2 now. Well, that makes sense. There's a bigger creature to take care of. So.
And I say to Graciela, find some place to hide, and I don't cover her with the deflection.
Okay.
Did he
And
get
you
the door
sti-
closed?
Right.
Close.
Right. Not yet. Not yet. The spirit roll was to see if you could walk up and get close to the door through the scariness of the big ugly thing. And so I still need you to make a strength roll.
Oh, that's what I was asking originally. Okay.
See, the spirit roll was to see if you could actually walk up to have the opportunity to close the door.
Okay. Does it look like it's a normal amount of strength that would be needed to close the door?
No.
Then I will Benny that.
I don't know.
He said no, so I gave it my all.
He picks up the locomotive with two hands
And
and uses it to
turn it.
wedge inside the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By door, I mean universe.
That's right.
I closed the universe. Yeah. You get the door
Cthulhu better
closed.
fear me.
I just imagine you saying in Sue out the door as you're closing it. Oh, did you want in here? Slam.
All right. Ba, ba, ba. Me. What am I going to do about this?
Nothing. You lost.
You hear movement of something moving forward on the train. And a moment later, you hear a gunshot. And Doc, you're up.
I'll check Graciela. Bandage her wounds.
She's got about 3 or 4 different wounds all over and minor scrapes, and she's beat up bad. And you realize that she's about ready to bleed to death.
When
Oh.
you say wounds, you mean capital W?
Game terms, yes. Game terms, she has 3 wounds.
Oh, see, I hadn't caught that before. My actions would have been different. Okay. Cool.
Okay. And I'll start try bandaging up the worst of them.
Okay, go ahead and make your healing roll. Okay, yeah. So you've stopped it. She's not going to bleed to death.
Good.
She's stabilized, but she's going to have a tough time. And most of them, she's got 2 on her body and 1 on her left arm.
Okay.
And time for me to do cards. Well, look at that. That ought to make you happy.
I am going to hold my action until Doc finishes with Graciela.
He's done.
Okay.
He finished that last turn.
He
He's
hasn't
finished-
healed her, but he stopped the bleeding, right?
Right.
Right. I'm going to wait till he actually makes a move like he's getting ready to go.
Okay, I gotcha.
Or something else happens.
Okay. All right. You kind of feel the train kind of rock a little bit, and it seems like it picked up speed.
Well, I'm sure that was the conductor falling against the controls, so we should be fine.
And a gunshot.
And a
So yep. So Doc, you're up.
I will bandage up Graciela some more. See if I can bandage up the other wounds.
Well, just a second. Let me look. Let me see what you can do with that. I don't want you to be wasting actions. Okay, so the healing skill can also be used to stabilize someone who's bleeding out. Each attempt is an action, and if successful, the victim is stabilized. So that's what we've done, right?
Oh, okay.
That's what you did last turn.
Right.
Okay. Now, the normal healing, the healing skill is used to remove wounds. Each attempt requires 10 minutes per wound level of the patient. And so that's what I'm saying. She's stabilized now,
Okay.
but anything else you do, you realize you're actually going to have to pull out sutures. It's going to take you 10 minutes. Term, it's 10 minutes per wound.
Okay, I'll deal with her when.
Right.
When we're
But
all done.
you are more than confident that she's not going to bleed out. That if you get back to her in a reasonable amount of time, she should still be fine.
Okay. In that case, I'll move forward to the next train car.
Okay, go ahead and make whatever roll you were making, agility, strength, whatever. All right, well, that's a success. Although that's the absolute minimum you could possibly roll. So here's what you see. You open the door, and ahead of you is the coal car. And you see a dark shape ahead of you on the coal car. And ahead of that dark shape, you actually see a glow. There's some kind of glow coming ahead of the coal car.
Like between the coal car and the engine?
Well, you can make a knowledge or a notice roll, whichever you prefer. Yeah, you're not really sure.
Okay.
Something up there is causing a glow.
Okay.
Are you going to make an action or?
No, I think I'll hold my action.
Okay, you're going to hold your action.
Yeah.
Doc is done doing whatever he was going to do. Are you done holding?
Yeah. Can I see the dark shape that you're referring to through the door that he has just opened from here?
No, because he went through the door and to the back of the coal car.
Oh.
Because he made an agility roll. And you have your option between agility and strength.
I will do the same. Actually, as I get up to the door, can I see it from there?
No, because this fog has a density. You need to be closer to see it.
Okay, then we'll go through. I will Benny that.
You get there.
Barely.
You're hanging on to the back of the coal car with next to Doc, and you can see it now, and you can see the glow, and you can make a note, either notice or knowledge, your preference, if you want to try to figure out what the glow is.
4.
Yeah, you see the glow, but you don't know what it is.
Okay. Not worried about the glow. There's a dark shape between the glow and us, right?
That is true. A very large.
Yeah. I'm going to holster my rifle.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out my guns.
Okay.
And I'm going to say a little prayer under my breath and squint with one eye and shoot them at the
Okay.
large dark.
So, right. So you need to roll. It's been a while since we did this.
We've never done this.
Yeah, you shot a zombie thing with them.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The thing that spread disease.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I did.
So there we go. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to first roll. It's going to be his hex fire roll, right?
You caught him right.
Not hex. Your
my hexlinger or my hexter or
yeah, it's going to be your smarts. So you roll a d10, or just click on the spell casting.
Spell casting, right? Yeah. Okay. Hey, October, can I borrow a Benny?
And just remember, those watching, if you care to spend your points, you are allowed to give players or the game master bennies.
Oh, I didn't know we could trade them to each other. That's kind of cool.
Huh.
Spend a Benny on that.
I didn't know you could do that either.
Yeah, it brought up a whole different screen.
That's cool.
That's better.
Okay, that's successful. Now I need you to roll a D100.
Not exploding, right?
Not exploding.
57.
I got a 12,000.
All the things happen. All of them simultaneously.
All right. Really? What did I do it that way? Oh, I did. Okay. So there it is. Okay. So what happens is you
Do I need
pull
to
them
roll
up.
the hit first or no?
No, you're good.
Okay.
At least I don't think so. It's if you do no. That you did your spell casting.
Okay.
So what happens is you pull the guns up and you just create this wave of flames as you just bam, 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 and a wave of flaming bullets fly out of the guns. And it's this large fan of energy that bathes this dark essence in a red hot fire. And game wise, you've created a cone template. And did you get a raise? You did not get a raise.
7, no.
Yeah. So 2d6 damage.
Okay. So I'm going to roll this and just subtract 1. So it's 5 damage.
Okay. And you see the flame kind of hits it and just seems to just dissipate. And you don't seem to see that seems to have had any effect.
Did it get its attention?
Well, we'll see.
Okay. That's my turn.
And so in answer to your question, it spins around and you can see that the fog.
It's not its turn. It's October's. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. But Doc got a Benny from chat.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you.
Chat, you rock.
Sorry.
There you go, Doc.
I was
Thank you.
thinking about that backwards because Doc went before me last time. My bad. So I was thinking it was Doc's turn. My fault.
So it spins
turn.
around and you can see that all this fog, all this dense fog is coming off the back of this thing. And as it comes closer to you, you can hear these muffled, choking screams coming off the faces that are all over its back. And you just feel this cold, dark essence, as if it's almost as if as it gets closer, it's sucking the light out of your body. And it attacks you because you did draw its attention.
Yeah.
-4.
Thought it was -2.
I thought it was -2 too.
It's -2.
Okay.
Well, that'll do it.
Yay. Wait,
On the first attack,
wait, I'm confused.
it makes 2 attacks.
Ah, I see.
The other thing you notice as it comes closer is it has 2 legs and 4 arms.
Oh, that's great.
So there's that. And
Does not beat my toughness.
does not beat your toughness.
I was a little worried on that second one.
I know, except for the time that I hit Doc when I really didn't hit him.
Yes.
I've not hurt you guys.
No. Yeah, that. Please proceed with that. Quid pro quo.
Yeah.
Status quo is good. I'm good with that.
All right, so Doc.
I'm going to shoot at this ugly thing. One and 2. So 3.
So 12 plus 3.
There we
Although
go.
they're separate,
Okay.
I guess.
I got it. Just a second. I'm doing note keeping things. Gonna take me a second.
Just FYI, Doc, that first damage roll is probably not going to do anything because it's just 3.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'm caught up. Let me go back to. Whoops, that was the wrong thing to click on. Click there. All right, so so you hit twice. You do have a raise on the second hit. The first damage didn't do anything, and on the second one you have a 12 damage. Am I caught up?
Yeah.
Okay. So that 12 damage is going to shake him. But it's not a raise. All right, Mr. October. I keep telling myself I'm not going to say that anymore.
And then you do it every time.
I know I do.
And you keep doing it.
I know I do. And I did it so much I had to Google. Mr. October is some famous baseball player, and I've since forgotten what his name was. But the Bernie Mac movie was Mr. 3000, not Mr. October. Anyway, go ahead.
So disappointed.
The things you learn on this broadcast.
He's going to jump for first. He's going to do this. Boop, forward. And now he's going to attack with a tomahawk.
Okay.
Okay. Was there something you wanted to say?
Yes. And if you're going to, what's the Benny? Okay. The Benny is to re-roll the attack.
But
Let's
I'm gonna finish
table-
what you're saying first.
Yeah, table the attack for a second. If you're going to attack it, you have to get out of this car and to the coal
Cool
car.
car.
So I need an agility or strength, whichever is higher. That'll get you there. Okay, now you can re-roll your fighting roll. That's going to miss too.
Yep. So he's good, but he's standing next to it now.
Okay. All right. So you kind of swung at him, but you're hanging on to that coal car right as it rocked, and you couldn't quite swing. And you see this beyond it, you see this glow, kind of silhouetting this giant thing. And I should deal some cards. One card for all players to the thing. Bam. And it's going to you're still the biggest threat there, Mark. -2. What's your parry?
4.
So that's going to hit.
Yep.
And apparently not hurt you.
Thank God.
And his second attack is going to miss.
Yes.
So, Doc.
I'll start shooting at it again.
Miss. Second hit certainly gets a raise.
Ooh. 2 raises.
Oh, you re-rolled?
No, I rolled damage.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So we've got a 9 plus 4 is 13. Okay, so you've actually done a wound.
Cool.
Outstanding. So yeah, you're shooting with your pistols. You bam, bam, and you hit it in the shoulder, and you see one of its arms kind of fade away when you shoot it. And October. Three. Boop, boop. What's 3?
3 rounds left.
I got you. Okay, awesome. That's gonna miss.
All right, I missed.
Okay. Charles.
I will, seeing that the first one had no effect on it, I will, October gets a Benny from chat.
Oh, thanks, chat. Appreciate that.
And seeing that the first one didn't do anything to it, this time I'm going to. So I understand that the guns are trappings for my spell castings, but does the marksman apply to it?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Although I'm gonna, because I know he's an honest person. What do you think there, Mr. Daniel?
Is he doing any gun damage?
It's all spell damage.
Yeah.
I mean, point to the character, that is his character's kind of theme, but they don't act like guns, and that marksman thing would be for guns.
Okay. In that case, I will say to the guns, you didn't do it, and I'll pull out my rifle and try and shoot it with the marksman.
Oh, okay. You're not going to shoot him again.
I mean, it didn't seem to do anything last time, so
Maybe they were just getting warmed up.
I want to live.
Okay. All right.
Maybe so does he.
Yeah, we don't know. So 10.
That's a raise.
And then damage. Uh, 24.
Nice.
That's going to be 14, 18, 3. Bam, bam. So that's 3 more wounds on this thing. And you put the guns up, grab the rifle, and you go full on rifleman. You're just like, I've had enough of this, and just blam, 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 blam. You actually cock and click on an empty chamber, and each time you hit, just a portion of this thing just kind of vaporizes, and finally the last one you hit it in the head, and there's just this poof, and it dissipates, and you see slowly around you as the train moves forward, this fog starts going away.
Ooh. Good shooting.
Oh, so it actually went.
It's gone.
Oh, thank God.
Now, what about that glow up ahead?
Yeah, you guys can. We're out of combat rounds. We don't have to worry about that now. You guys can run up if you want.
Chat has given me a Benny.
Oh, Roger that.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, Sir Iron.
As soon as I can get it to work. There we go. 1, 2, bam. Have a Benny.
Thank you.
So you guys scrambled up to see what the glow is?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys scramble over the coal car, and you see that the door to the fire is open, and the engineer has shoveled and has stoked that fire to levels that are over the recommended limit, and just has this fire, and he sees you guys and he says, he wouldn't come close to this fire.
Thank God.
Well, glad to see you're all right.
Make a notice roll there, Doc.
Can I make one too? I'm actually looking to see if this is actually him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Success.
I'm waiting for
Also success.
okay. You both notice that he's bleeding from his right shoulder, and it's dripping down his arm.
All right, I'll go down there and put some gauze on it.
Okay, go ahead and make me a healing roll. All right, you've got him stabilized. And is it gone? Did you get that infernal thing?
Yeah, we got him. Not sure what it was, but we got it.
All right,
Question is, are there going to be more?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I don't know if we hit it or that fog or something, but we hit some kind of wall.
Huh.
how are you?
Willis, get the markers up.
No, Willis needed to not do that because anybody outside was being attacked.
Well, I reckon there's sense in that.
I look at the coal pile like, do we have more than enough?
Yeah, you're good. You're
Okay.
good. You're good. He does slow the train down. He says, I was able to keep the engine ahead of that fog. I don't know if that was good or not, but that's what I was doing.
Wait, is there not fog to the
No,
left and right? Oh,
no, it's gone. When that thing disappeared, the fog just kind
oh,
of,
the whole thing went.
yeah, whole thing.
All right, I'm going to go back. I'd say, Doc, I'm going to go back and check the back cars. Make sure everybody's all right.
I'll be right behind you.
GM, you get a Benny.
Oh, I get a Benny. Nice.
While they head to the back, I'm going to attempt to use my powers to heal the conductor or the engineer.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make whatever roll.
Man,
It's gonna be one of those days, huh?
I don't think I've ever rolled this many ones.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and he's like, well, I reckon I thank you, Miss October.
October nods, and then he'll follow them back to the train.
Okay. And it's a clear, cloudless, beautiful night. You guys can see stars You can see a half moon.
Actually,
It's,
can I retcon my actions just a little bit?
Sure.
I don't think this is going to be the case, but around where it dissipated over the coal pile, I just want to see if I see anything like maybe some kind of residue, or did it drop anything when it unformed?
Right. Go ahead and make a roll, a notice roll.
7?
So you see, you do see laying about in the place where this thing was, you see like a green glint shine, maybe reflecting from the moon, shining up out of you.
Similar to when we were in the cave.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Can I get at it?
With what?
I mean, how far down can I use my hands? And
yeah, you could bend down and you can touch it with your toe,
I'll
with your finger.
I'll pull it off my kerchief, and I'll grab it. I'll grab it with that.
Okay.
And then I'll take it on my way back. I will stop at the research car and see how they're doing, and give it to Umberto.
Okay. Are you going back there with him, Doc?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And I think October is too.
He is, yeah.
Okay, so you guys get back to the research car. Well, you guys get first. You go through the stock car, and it's amazing when there isn't this wall like fog blocking things, how easy it is to move from car to car. But you get to the stock car, and Graciela isn't bleeding, but she's still unconscious.
Yeah. I'll pick her up and take her to the research car.
Okay, you guys go through the baggage car to the research car. Umberto is where you left him, also unconscious.
And I'll put them down and start work. Which one's worse off? Is it
Graciela.
I'll start working on Graciela.
Okay. Go ahead and make the first 10-minute healing roll. Okay, that's a success. All right, so that's what you're doing for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What you doing there, Charles?
So what happened to Abraham? He just kind of disappeared in the middle of all this.
I got up at 4:30 this morning, and it's now 12:30. Is what happened to him.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I just want to make sure that like he didn't actually disappear on the train or something.
Yeah. So in order to make it make sense, when you got back to Graciela, he was
staying there
looking after her.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. No problem. I just wanted to make sure that I had, because I had kind of noticed after a while that he was gone, but then I was like, maybe I missed what happened to him.
No, just your game master's
no, you're good.
tired.
You're good. So in that case, then I will make my way back to the back, make sure that everyone is okay back there.
Are you going to leave that thing in the research car?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it like I'm sure he has some kind of like little bin for incoming items or something.
Yep.
And so I'll put it in that, in my handkerchief.
Okay.
And then I will make my way back to the back, and I will. Graciela would probably be the one who would assist Doc normally on the train, because she's used to tending livestock, right? Like in kind of type of
both her and Umberto. I mean, Umberto
both are knocked out right now.
Yes, that's true. You are correct.
I'm working on them right now.
So I will go back and I will get hot water and some clean rags and bring them back for him.
Okay, so are you going all the way back to the club car or to the diner car?
Wherever I would find that.
You'll find the water and the kitchen and whatever in the diner car. You left a bunch of people in the club car.
Okay. I will go to the club car, check on them, make sure everybody's okay, and then grab probably, I don't remember his name. Can you bring up the other slide? I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So when you get to the club car,
Yes.
you see furniture pulled into a circle. You see a bunch of people in the middle of the circle, all with guns pointed around in a circle. You see one window broken towards the rear left, and you see Percy standing, Estelle standing. She's got blood on her face. Slim is standing. You don't see August or Jake standing.
Casualties back here.
Jake, August is looking after him. We thought he was just a cook.
Bring him to the research car, if you can move him.
All right. So Percy and Charlie grab Jake, and August follows, and Estelle is stumbling after too.
Okay, and I'll make sure that I take Estelle's arm over mine, and then when we go through,
Thank you, Sir Ironblood.
Thank you, Sir Ironblood. Have a wonderful evening. Good sleep, my friend. Congrats on the new place and the new gig. And I will stop at the diner car, grab hot water and some clean linens, and
Okay.
then
Now there's no hot water currently.
Oh, okay. I'll grab cold water and linens. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Yep. You've got a bucket, or
yeah.
you've actually got a pot,
Perfect.
big pot for making stew. You've got it full of water, and you've got a whole thing of linens.
And then once I deliver all the people and that stuff to the research car, then I will come back and start hot water.
Okay. All right. All right. That's going to take you a while.
Yep.
So here's what we're going to do. Are you doing anything, October?
I'm following behind Doc, and any of the people that look like they might die, because sometimes that's a thing. He's going to go behind and help.
Okay. Yeah, Graciela and Umberto look really bad.
Yep. So when he moves on, because I want to make sure he feels useful. Plus, my magic is almost running out.
All right. So do you want to make 2 rolls for those 2?
Sure.
Okay, that's a success. And that's a success.
And I'm out.
Okay. And what's that do? Is that complete healing?
It's 1 wound per like if it had gotten a raise, it would have done additional. It would have healed additional wounds.
Okay.
But
All
it
right.
seals up. It seals up any bleeding and heals them of 1 wound.
Okay. So Graciela has 1 wound.
Point
and
of order. Doc
yes,
is
sir.
working on Graciela right now.
Right.
So he would probably have done that to Umberto and Jake. Since
Okay.
He's still working
All right. Well,
on Graciela.
It doesn't.
I was doing
yeah.
1 roll for Graciela, one for Umberto. But
If Doc's working on Graciela, then I'll work on 2 of the others.
yeah, you're right. Okay, so Umberto and Jake are you actually heal them completely.
Okay.
Umberto kind of comes to and looks around and sees Graciela, and he's you can see he's immensely concerned.
Mhm.
So make 2 more healing rolls there, Doc.
Okay. I will Benny that. Yeah, it's more like it.
Oh, you know what? You're done. You've
Everyone dies.
Yes.
you've done it. You're successful. Everybody's dead. No, she you've got her fixed up.
Okay.
There's nothing more you could possibly do. Game turns, all her wounds have been healed.
Okay.
Yeah, you've done it.
Umberto's
He's
America.
good, thanks to Native Americans' amazing magic.
And the other two, who were the other two that?
Jake was the other one.
Jake is healed, but Estelle has a head wound.
All right, I'll check her head wound then.
Okay, go ahead and make a heal roll for that.
Okay.
Bam, and a raise, and yeah, you've got her patched up.
Okay.
So now it's been about 40 minutes is patching and bandaging and whatnot, and you've got the hot water there, and that's probably why Doc got those great rolls, because of the hot water. And yeah, everybody's as good as we can get them. You feel the train start to slow down and actually come to a stop.
I'll go back up and check on. Well, before I go up, once I notice it's starting to slow down, I will actually aside with Abraham, with the Marshal, and say, Marshal, I think we might want to draw up plans for if that happens again, because I have a feeling it might.
Big, you mean plans if something attacks the train again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I reckon there is some wisdom there about.
I'm going to go check on Henry, make sure the engine's okay.
Yeah, report back to me.
I wander off and go do that.
All right. What are you up to, October?
So, is this what it's like every time I leave you alone on this train?
No, this is a first.
Then perhaps it is because I was on this train.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm sure our luck was just up.
October will go check the horses.
All right. You walk up that way with Charles. Do you two want to say anything to each other while you're walking up?
How are you?
I'm good. It's a good thing you were on the train this time. I don't think we would have survived that without you.
I'm wondering why. Why now?
I thought, kind of rubbed the necklace. I say, do you think it was because of these?
I missed whatever you just said.
I saw that when you max headroom. I rubbed the necklace and I say, do you think it was because of these?
No, I know for a fact it wasn't because of these.
Well, that's a good thing to know. I mean, I hate to think that could just happen in the middle of the countryside.
Especially since we were lucky. How many trains come by with as many combatants?
Exactly. When we get to Topeka, we should probably ask about that. See if there's been any runaway trains that have come through or
people gone missing.
Yep. That big thing, it turned into one of those green rocks when we killed it. I took it back and put it in the research car.
Green rocks?
Yeah, like we found in the cave.
Oh.
I apologize again. I'm tired. It was a green rock, as if it was sculpted into a broken skull.
Oh, that was a detail that you did not say.
I did not.
No,
I thought it.
Jeez, Mark.
You're supposed to use your telepathy and
My
figure that out.
bad.
Worst player
I
ever.
know. It was apparently, now upon reflecting, I kind of just picked it up. But now that I think about it, it might have been a skull.
Huh.
In the shape of a green rock.
Do you think the big ones summoned the little ones?
I think the big one summoned the whole thing.
Hmm.
But fact check me on this here. We had zombies or Walking Dead. We had that was some kind of infection. We had anything else super out of the ordinary? What were those things in the cave? I can't remember.
Werewolves?
Werewolves. We've had werewolves, and now we've had basically ghosts in the span of 3 days. What's causing all this stuff to appear now?
What's the year?
It is whatever. I think it's 1884. I think.
1884?
Yeah, let me, what page is the timeline on? Did I just go past it? No. I think it's 1884.
New you Wolf, welcome to the stream. Hello there, friend.
Hello there.
Maybe it's the back of the book. I'll start from the back.
Perhaps the next foray will be one of Mary Shelley's monsters.
I would like to hope not. I'm not sure bullets will kill Frankenstein, if that's what you're talking to. I didn't even know you read that.
It's been a
book.
long time since we were forced to read that in the education centers. But I believe Frankenstein was the doctor.
Was it? I'll take your word on it. Whatever the monster is, I don't know that bullets will stop it. And my point is, if we don't find out what's causing all this stuff and stop it, there's going to be a lot of people going to die.
I was surprised that bullets stopped these ghosts, as you called them.
That makes two of us. I tried using my pistols. It didn't seem to do much. Which scares me a bit. Because these pistols seem to be more tied to your world than mine. And if these bullets hurt it, that makes me think it was more tied to our world than yours. And that is a scary thought.
They didn't appear to be spirits as I've seen them.
By the way, it is 1884.
Okay. Then plenty of time for Mary Shelley's Frankenstein to be in print.
Yep.
You know what? By the way, that was pretty cool. I'm going to give you a Benny for that.
Thank you.
Are you all right?
I will be. The more of this strangeness that I see of your world, the more I long for mine.
This is strangeness for my world, too. I don't remember anything like this before I went west. East. Whichever one it was.
All right, you guys are at the stock car.
I'm gonna check on the conductor and make sure he's all right, or the engineer. Check on Henry. And I do that.
Okay. You're checking on the horses. They're all fine. Your horse is fine. You can see that they're, there's some sweat and they're still skittish, but they're otherwise fine.
Okay. He'll start
Um,
brushing them down
Okay.
to calm them.
Yeah, that seems to be, they're really appreciating. A couple of them come up and actually, I guess nuzzle might be the appropriate word.
Yeah.
Bump you with their noses. You get up and, by the way, the train has since, if you remember, the train's at a stop.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Stopped at
And,
a station or just stopped in the middle of the road?
Well, you notice between cars, it does seem to be in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
And you get up there, Mark, and he's kind of leaning to the side with holding a lantern out.
What's going on, Henry?
Well, as far as I reckon, this is the town of Tecumseh before Topeka. And it's awful dark up there. And, well, figuring I wasn't all anxious to roll into an all dark town. Yes, sir.
Steam engines have powerful lights on the front of them.
In 1884?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Almost positive. They usually had a singular ocular high-powered light, but I will double check that. I think they were called steam-powered generator light bulbs that ran off the...
Steam trains have lights. The diesels did.
Yeah. 1865, Irving William introduced coal oil kerosene for use in locomotive headlamps. I guess it wasn't a super strong one, but it was very successful. Because I used to do HO trains when I was little on the steam train.
Yeah. And I know they did. So it's an oil lamp at the front, basically.
Yep.
How long did it burn? How do you light it?
Standby one.
Okay, I'm seeing. It's not currently lit. Yeah, I'm looking at what you guys have.
Yeah, form of a box with a glass front that would.
Yep.
Yep.
Nope, that's not currently lit. Now you don't know if it's because nobody crawled out there and lit it because there was fog. It got blown out when you guys ran into the fog.
Mm-hmm.
There's a million reasons, but for some reason that light's not on, which is why he's using the lantern.
Okay. Now it shows that by 1881, run as you will, 1881, they were starting to use electric lamps instead of oil lamps.
On steam locomotives? Or diesels?
Looks like steam. The days for the kerosene headlamp were limited. 2 Americans invented electric lamps. Charles Francis Bush introduced his arc lamp, and Thomas Edison invented the incandescent lamp. In 1881, the Westinghouse Air Brake Company reported to be replacing electric lamps in the place of the oil lamps. run by dynamo. The largest problem was that of supplying electric power when the train was in a station. The carbon arc lamp, familiar to many from its use as an anti-aircraft lamp, produced a light that was so bright it would temporarily blind the drivers of oncoming trains.
Huh. Okay. All right. It's still currently off.
Okay.
But good to know.
I will ask Henry, is there a way to turn the lamp on?
I ain't crawled out there. I don't know why it's not on. Send me those links and I'll make a final determination between now and next time we play.
No problem.
Yeah. So he's just kind of looking, and you can just right at the edge of his light, you can see that there's a sign that says Tecumseh. And the town is dark. There's not a single light coming from that town. And go ahead.
I will say to Henry, I think it might be a good idea.
Good idea to
turn the lamp on.
Well, you know, I'm here to do what you marshals need me to do, but my recommendation was going to be to back up a piece, wait till daylight, and then check things out.
I'll talk to the marshal, see what he wants to do.
I have to tell you, I am a little afeared after seeing that thing up on my coal car.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm a little feared at what happened to everybody else. So hang out here for a second. I'd say go ahead and start backing up, and I'll let the marshal know. If he decides he wants to go forward, I'll come back.
Can you tell Willis to put up the markers?
I can tell Willis to put up the markers.
All right.
I'll go back and I'll tell Willis to put up the markers, and I'll apprise Abraham of our situation.
We've got a bunch of wounded. We don't know what's going on. We have a disadvantage at night. I think it might be wise to regroup, heal up, and go in when we've got the advantage of light.
Sounds good.
And I also think we need to pick shifts.
I agree.
So if you could figure that out, I'm gonna stay here with Gabriella and see what, I don't know what Doc seems to have this, but I want to be here ready to do whatever I can.
Heard.
So if you could set up the shifts with who's ever walking and still able, and let's figure out where you're going to fortify, and let's get every single one of us there.
Absolutely. Research car is the one with the least number of windows, correct?
That's true.
So we'll move everybody there. And
okay. That way you don't have to move the wounded too.
Right. And that way I will we'll fortify that. I'll take first shift because I ain't going to sleep anytime soon. And I figure October probably could use rest. He's looking pretty drained. And Doc, you want to take second shift?
Sounds good to me.
And
all right.
But what do we know about what time it is?
It's about 2 a.m.
Okay. I'm going to tell Henry to lock the controls so nobody can make off with us in the middle of the night.
Right.
And once they're all locked down, we'll bring Henry back and we'll So we probably only need 2 shifts, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Yep. So you guys, you guys hunker down, you do your shifts, and you start to see the glow of morning, and and yet that feeling of that you've had this whole time, that feeling that the hair is sticking up on your arms, and you've got the goosebumps on the back of your neck, and you've just got that feeling hasn't gone away for any of you. And so everybody's in the research car, Daniel, and they're doing 2 shifts of watch. Morning has come, daylight's starting to leak in through the windows, and but that sense that something is wrong, the hair sticking up on the back of your neck, whatever, that you felt when this first thing started all happening, that feeling is still there.
Oh, we have drink up partners.
Drink up, partners. And
thank you, Mr. J Nice. Oh, and Dan gets an adventure card.
Nice.
Thank you, chat.
That was Mr. J Nice again.
Thank you, Mr. J Nice.
Daniel does?
Yes.
Okay.
Just for that.
He's going to put a jacket on. Nice.
Is that made from the skin of a buffalo that you murdered?
No. A marshal.
Ah. Fair.
So you guys look out at the daylight, and you have this just, on the one hand, you feel like, oh, it's daylight, things should be getting better, but you still have that sense of something's wrong.
Impending doom.
And with that, we're going to roll credits.
Yay.
And, we'll find out what's up with Tecumseh.
Yes, we will.
Next time we meet.
Let me see who's on right now. Give me 1 second. Oh, I know who we're going to do. Perfect. Let me just make sure they're actually still streaming. I want to make sure they are. Great. They are. You know what? Actually, I'll probably do that. Let me double check. I'm going to go a different way. Just want to make sure. Oh, wait. Did they stop? Yes, they did. Okay. So I'm definitely going to go that route. Okay, great. Awesome. I'm talking to myself. Thank you, everybody, for watching. As always, oh, I need to make sure. Yes. Thank you, everybody, as always, for watching. Appreciate all of you being here this evening. As always, if you'd like to support us, you can do so through Twitch. If you want to do it outside of Twitch, mechanics.gg/gamersledge to get your name on every single show that we do. Just like all the fine folks. Oh, you know what? I don't have that set up on here. I just had a crash for a bunch of this stuff. So let me fix this real quick. Hold on. Change. And that is going to be our new streaming schedule. We'll be back, as I mentioned. We've got a new schedule up. Why is it not showing? There we go. There we go. So we'll be back tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. Pacific, 9:15 Central, 10:15 Eastern with Gamers Ledge Podcast. We'll be covering the last couple weeks of pop culture news, reviews, including Thor, Love and Thunder, The Boys, Ms. Marvel, and many other things. So make sure you join us for that. Saturday will be AEW live, Rampage live reactions on Kokeshi Ken's channel. And then Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 Central, 5 Eastern streamer tech support. So make sure you join us for that. We're going to raid out to a good friend of the channel. He's very nice. He's actually a professional chef, an executive chef. He's not cooking tonight because he's tired of cooking, which I get. But his name is Wolfsgun, and he's playing some Apex Legends. So make sure you give him some love. Spam some emotes if you would. Thank you for running, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, guys. I had a blast. I hope you did too.
Absolutely. And until next time, be excellent to each other and game on.
Game on.
Game on.
Come on.